I can see why you wouldn't.
We are back in the sack, boys and girls. Welcome to a Tokum Tuesday, segment 2, the redoubtable one, Tom Izzo, the highly questionable one, Arjun Milaccio, the fixture, Joel, the hitman, Russell, and the hizzy. Segment 2. We are talking NBA draft. Hey. France has game. France. He said France? France.
Hey.
France
has game.
France has game.
Dude,
7
France
foot
has
5.
had games since Tony Parker was doing shit.
Well, still, he's a Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying.
He's legit. That's the thing. They don't get many, but the ones they push out, they're good.
What other French b-ball players have come through?
They got
just Tony
The
Parker?
guy I keep thinking of is actually Spanish. Oscar Schmidt. He was Spanish. There was another dude.
I'm trying to think.
I thought there
French
was a Spanish.
Marshall Lotus was Lithuanian. Petra was Where was?
Serbian.
Yeah, Serbian. I don't know. There were.
Yeah, I don't know about many Frenchmen.
Well, Tony Parker's a good one.
All right,
Just
back
saying.
to Wembayana.
Yeah, Wimbayana. So this kid is just pick him now because everybody knows what's going to happen Thursday night. So I haven't seen
How
Greg.
ironic is it the Spurs are getting him though?
I'm telling you, it's weird. It is weird. And,
David Robinson,
yeah.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but it's been a minute.
It's
been
been,
a minute.
of course it's been a
It's
minute.
been a minute.
When was that? 07?
Yeah.
So look, this kid is 7'5", 220 pounds.
He's 7'5"?
right there, 7'5".
Oh my God!
7 fucking 5.
Yeah,
And he
shoots,
moves.
shoots threes and blocks shots.
8'1" with the afro. Okay. So anyway, the bottom line is the
Does
kid.
he have a fro?
No, if he had a fro, he'd be 8'1" though. Anyway, the bottom line is the kid's got an outside game. He's got an inside game. He can handle the ball like a legit wing. He's 18.
I'd like
Now-
to see that first.
Well,
Handle
this is the thing.
ball, I mean,
He's been doing it over there.
yeah.
It's not the same as playing in the ACC in its heyday of the SEC. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Right.
So how good is he really? I don't know. I do know he has a lot of talent. He has a lot of talent. What he turns with, I'll tell you what, he's got Greg Popovich. That's going to increase his chances of success.
All right, so let me ask this question. If you were a young person living out of the U.S., okay, and you were playing in a professional league from the time you were 16,
Yeah.
okay, but you can't go into the league until you're 19 or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. All these guys are playing pro for a
Would
while.
you?
Luka with 15.
No.
So my thing is, would you play your pro ball in your home country, and then come and go to school here for a year just to show everybody, hey, okay, you don't think I can do it here?
No.
They don't have to.
No.
They're getting picked
Why
in
would
the
they?
top 10. They don't have to do.
Why would they want to go to school here anyways for a year?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying you were just downplaying him
No,
because you're
but-
saying
I'm saying he doesn't
did
have
it
to do
over
it.
there, not in the
Yeah,
SEC.
no, I'm saying that some guys come in and they bomb because they don't play against that type of
Right,
competition.
but that's what I'm asking you. If you were in position like that, I'm not saying you have to do it. Obviously, you don't.
If I
you could be
was-
the top pick without doing
I'll
it.
tell you why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I wouldn't do it. Because if I know I'm already going to go number one, I have guaranteed money. I'm not going to risk playing and getting injured and ruining all that.
In a tougher league.
Yeah,
No, for free.
I'll play when I
send
have
her to
to.
school.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it
Well,
is
I
for
would
But at this
free.
Yeah.
point, you can
But-
get NIL.
But you see guys get hurt and they
What's
never
that?
get off
Yeah,
the
well,
ground. Greg Oden.
Like these guys can now
Got hurt.
sign out of school straight to the G League. Anyways, we have
Yeah.
players in the U.S. that are doing it.
Yeah.
It's not just pros.
Yeah.
Like
No,
we have,
they've changed that. But I mean,
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because they're professional athletes. Because
if you're going to pay,
professional salary and then
the college kids were getting screwed
opportunity.
forever.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were,
yeah, I
they
know.
were these people getting rich.
But we're talking about guys that are no doubters.
Yeah. Look,
Well,
I
but
don't
they're not
know if
going
I don't
anymore,
know if this
right?
kid's a no doubter. I mean, what I know is he's got no doubt talent, but we've seen a lot of guys with talent amount to nothing.
I hope he's good.
Okay, I would draft. I would say I would draft him before a lot of other first picks that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because he's 7'5" and he handles the ball like a fucking guard.
Right.
That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
his talent is.
I
the
mean,
thing.
you take him before Zion. Like if you think
Yeah.
about the number one picks, you take
Yeah.
him before all these guys.
Zion's a bigger risk than him.
Well,
Yeah.
Zion doesn't.
Well,
Zion
tall,
has,
long, is
has an
risky.
injury.
Right, like-
No, but I'm saying Zion has already shown you
Yeah.
he can't play more than half the game.
No, he's a lot.
So that is more of a
when he
risk.
plays, he's an all-star.
Yeah.
but he doesn't.
this
yeah.
this kid's 7'5" and 18. Like
We don't know.
it's
Greg
gonna be like a
Oden.
baby
Keep saying
giraffe.
it.
Baby
Greg
giraffe
Oden
breaks
came out of
stuff,
his
you know?
freshman year. He was the biggest. They were talking about him like they talked about that he was the next Shaq, and he never. His first year, boom, blew out his knee. Was done.
I think
Ducks
it was
all over.
the pics he was sending to people that really finished his career.
Was he saying weird?
Greg
saying
Oden?
weird
Yeah.
things? I didn't know he was a weird texter.
Yeah, he's a weird texter.
What was he sending?
What was
His
he saying?
junk.
To who?
Who?
I think it's
Just
the
random
trainer or
women?
somebody. Yeah, I don't know. Like, but I thought that. Okay,
He got
I never
hurt.
heard that.
I never heard that either.
Greg Oden.
I'm not saying it's not
Greg
true.
Oden, dick pic.
Don't you dare
Don't
say
say that shit out loud. I could have went that on my phone.
You'd be like, God damn, man.
Hold on. I
Shut
don't
up,
want. I don't want to
Let
slander
me go
the
to
man.
bed now.
I don't want to slander the man if I'm wrong.
That's okay. No one's watching.
Don't worry, nobody's listening.
Like, if they tried to take us to court, we'd be like, do you understand how many people saw that?
You would have been one of them.
It'll be
We've
in a-
actually exposed us to more people by doing this.
Now we have a following. It's no name talk show. Nobody cares about it. They got the prosecutor for fucking national news. And that's the question. Tonight's news. How can someone who no one has ever seen before
Slander you.
slander you?
Do you have any ice out here?
I should. Yeah, there should be a couple bags.
I'll be right the fuck
He
back.
always does this in the middle of a segment.
I'll
He
be
goes,
right the fuck
and
back.
He takes a piss. Or, are you thirsty? I'm parched.
I gotta be comfortable.
I'm not saying to be comfortable. I'm saying preset, pre-recording. Get what you need.
Oh, dude, no. These are statuses that happen while we're doing the show. Okay? This is a new status.
Total lack of respect to our audience of one.
Hey, look, we haven't had the lawsuit yet, so right now we're at 0.
You're lucky that other guy's. He's asleep. The guy with the money. He's sued our
The judge
estimate.
isn't gonna see it until the paper is filed.
True. That's true. And then he's gonna send it back to approve or confirm validity. Is that
I was
really an
thinking
action?
it was a female judge.
You never know. Anyway,
Where were
while,
we?
while he's looking at that,
France got game, baby.
So if he's going number one, which I think potential wise, I get it. But there are people that are anointing him the next whatever, and he hasn't dribbled the ball.
What is he, the next KD?
Yeah, I don't know, but he hasn't dribbled the ball on
Nah,
this side
he's
of the
better than
Atlantic
that.
yet. So
Do you think he's better than Kevin Durant?
Yep.
If he can stay healthy.
If he can stay healthy. I
That's
think
a
he's-
bold
that's
statement.
a bold statement.
Yep.
Dude, you have made some of the hardest calls at the
Hardest times. Yeah.
I mean,
Like
Things
when-
didn't always turn out well,
Like
but still, he made the call.
you made the call. Look, it's not about the results of the
No.
It's
Wait a minute,
about,
wait.
Forget
It's about
right and wrong.
It's
That
about the
doesn't matter.
mental fortitude and internal strength it takes to make the call.
It's all about the mental.
you have to admit, I was on a pretty good run. Though.
mental fortitude.
What do we got? What was that?
Yacht Tuesday.
Yacht Tuesday? Who's that?
I don't know. It was a
He,
boat.
he meditates to that song
Yacht
every night at
Tuesday.
11 o'clock
No, I'm
p.m.
just saying that what you said, the mental fortitude.
Okay.
You got to think
You
about
probably
it.
should explain what you're even talking about.
The intestinal fortitude it
To
takes
mentally
to make that
takes
call.
to make that.
Whether the call is right or not.
Knowing society is
What
The
against
call was right the whole time, every time.
Until it wasn't.
Okay. All right.
How many do you think you've gotten right?
4.
4.
Four out of 5.
What are the
are the
4
calls?
out of 5? Go ahead, what are the
Yeah.
4?
Okay. Boston came back in 3. That's 3.
No.
Each one of
No,
those
no.
games, I said it from the beginning.
Wow. Did you really? Are you really trying?
You said they would win the series.
They won 3. That would make me right
3 out of
times.
4. So you asked how many times was I right? I was right 3 times. I was wrong
no,
once.
no.
You didn't say, we weren't talking about individual games. You said they'd win the series after being down 3.
Down 3.
I did.
You
I
guarantee
said that. I
it.
said that. I
You
did.
guaranteed it. They didn't.
That's
win the
one
series.
statement. with
Okay,
one
Jason
wrong
Tatum
answer.
doesn't get hurt, and I was very, very right.
Jason Tatum doesn't get hurt does not guarantee they
Doesn't
win
guarantee
that game.
a
They
damn
lost
thing.
by 20.
They got killed.
Yeah, come on. But like with Jason Tatum healthy, they wouldn't even have been in that spot. To get that
You
out.
can't be sure the rest of them
They
wouldn't
lost
shit
3
the
times
bed.
at home to this team. How do we know that with a healthy Jason
The way
Tatum?
they shit the bed without
Okay,
him makes me think there's
we
potential
weren't even
they
talking
could have
about
shit
that.
the bed with him.
Yeah,
but
they have.
I called. Come on,
They're
man.
not guaranteed to win that game.
White. I called White's game winner.
When,
I'm not even a. I'm not even a fucking.
Okay, I didn't see that. Pull it
I
up.
texted it to you and
Pull
you
it up.
agreed.
Did I?
I showed you the text.
you called Derek White with a tip in at the buzzer.
No, I did not call a ticket.
Because he
I
wasn't
said
the
Derek
primary
White.
option.
I said Derek White game.
He wasn't even the primary option.
I said
It was
Derek
Jason
White
Tatum.
All right,
game.
look, if you guess that, I'll give you props for it.
I didn't guess that.
That's
I
a
told
guess.
you it was going to happen, and it happened.
Nobody knows exactly what play is going to come.
But I've been on
and
a
the
roll.
play,
He
the
does.
play was not to Derek White.
No.
Derek
Doesn't
White
matter the
made
play.
a
I
play.
told
It was
you
a
that was
rebound.
Right.
It was a putback. The play wasn't.
The play was
he
either
never
to-
touched the
The
ball.
play was to
it
Tatum.
came off the rim.
The play was to Tatum through Smart, but Smart couldn't get it to Tatum, so he threw it up.
Yep. It went in and out.
And,
I looked- I had
and
to look
Derek
for-
White busts his ass.
Tip.
to
You
the
go there, ready? Tip. Tip.
pop.
Pop. Joe's a genius. He's a genius.
He called it.
He called it.
I did
Surprised he
call it.
didn't say in the
I wonder
post game, hey, it's not me, man. It's about Joe Russell. Joe Russell had the intestinal fortitude to make that
Dude,
call.
when you think
And now-
about what he had to go through just to make
just to
that
make
call.
that call. Knowing if we lost, I was going to come on here and blame him.
It was a lot. It was a lot. And I give him
I'm
credit.
telling you, you should have seen the Wall Street on that one.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, if you said Derek White game, that's
For game?
Yeah, I give it to you on that.
No, but he's implying he's getting the play and he's going to take the shot. Not the fucking ball's going to do this. And it's going to come right. It's going to be right there. Tip.
That was a great play.
He could have headed it and he was right there. There was nobody around. Like, come on.
The shame of
Oh, and the other thing I'll say is, as not even a Celtics fan, I was the only one that believed they had a chance to do it.
that's true.
You were the only, because everybody else knew fact.
No, oh, come on, that was not.
Look,
fact.
I will say this.
You thought they were gonna,
for
you thought they were
150.
getting to Game 7.
Oh, for 100. They shouldn't have won game 6.
You
It was a
thought
fucking miracle.
You thought they were going to Game 7.
No.
Okay.
I thought, listen to me. Game 6 was a miracle. They lost that game. That was a fucking
So, I can sit here and say I was surprised they made Game 7. I was surprised they made Game 6. I thought
they could win one.
once they were down
but
3-0, you thought it couldn't go past 5. I thought there was no way.
No. But the reality is they should have lost in game
So
6.
yeah, you were the only one that thought it could go to Game 7. I'll give you that.
Okay. You want that one? That wasn't the call.
I mean, I think that that's not the call, but
That's the call, all right.
you were the only one that thought it could happen. I thought no. Yeah, I remember we were like, they're gonna get fucking swept.
They lost game 6. They
Yeah,
blew the lead.
yeah, yeah.
And it was a dramatic tip in with no time left. Remember, they were like, oh my God, he got off by 1/100 of a second.
Skin of their teeth.
Skin of their fucking teeth. I'm like, they lost that fucking game. That's why I wasn't excited about game 7. I'm like, you kidding me? That's why Miami couldn't wait to get there. Like, you kidding me? We can beat these fuckers. You kidding me? That was a fucking joke.
Well, and I think the first game they won.
Miami wasn't even sweating it.
Tatum didn't even play that well until the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
First game they won,
Yep.
which was game 4?
Game 4. No, you're thinking of the other series against Philly.
Philly.
Yeah, no, he was good from
yeah,
start to
yeah,
finish
yeah.
in that one. But the thing is, like, you know, they're too stupid. A team that dumb is not winning 4 in a row against anybody of that caliber. They're just too fucking dumb. And Game 7 proved how dumb they were. Every time they'd cut it into 8, what would Jaylen Brown do? Jack a 3 or turn the fucking ball over. It was like, what the fuck about stupid?
Spin
Well,
more.
and when he wasn't turning it over, Marcus Smart was turning it over. It was like ridiculous.
The spin more extraordinaire.
So no look, the spin, the no show, no go.
So if you're Portland, since we know it's going to be Wembanyama, if you're Portland, what are you doing?
Are they too?
What do you guys think of this kid from Alabama?
I'd be nervous about him
Why?
because of the gun thing.
But I'm talking about just as a player. Take that out of it for a second. His talent, his skill.
I mean, I don't want to sit here and act like I watched him enough to evaluate.
I'll
his
tell you
talent.
what he
I
has.
can't do that.
I'll tell you what he has, and I did watch him because they've been talking about him all freaking year.
They kept saying he's like Durant.
His mid-range, he has a mid-range
midi?
game already. He has this kid can pull up from anywhere inside of 17 feet.
That's impressive.
Anywhere. On a dime, left, right, doesn't matter. And I'm like, because all of his highlights, they show the dunk, but you watch his games, most of his shots are off the dribble, pull up, left, right, spin. His mid-range game is exceptional.
What size is he?
He's 6'9".
6'9".
6'9".
What's his name again?
His name, where is he? He's right.
Is it Brandon Martin? What
No. What happened? There we go. I fucking hit the NFL one by
the heck's
accident.
his name?
His name is Brandon Miller. He's listed as a
Brandon
small
Miller.
forward. Not him. Brandon Miller. I'm sorry. He's 6'8".
Okay, that's
He's
still
6'8".
big.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Would be a sophomore. So fucking dude.
What did he average last year?
I was looking for his stats. Hold on a second. Where's the stats? No, go back to Brandon Miller. Overall rank. Where's his stats? Give me his stats.
Well, look who can't find stats, folks.
Wait.
Yep.
Analysis,
Yep.
college stats. Here we go. All right, so last year, 18.8 points per game, 8.2 rebounds, 2.1 assists, a block, and a steal per game, basically.
Wow. Those are big numbers.
Yeah.
Did he get Player of the Year in the conference?
In the country. He won National Player of the Year. And they got to the regional final before they lost.
What is that, 8?
8.
So you're saying Portland should go with him?
I was a safe pick.
What's the other option?
You know what he reminds me of? I'm not saying he's going to be as good, but he's got Tatum's game. Tatum had the same game coming out of Duke. Same game.
Tatum's mid-range game is sick.
Phenomenal.
It's so much better than his three-point game.
It is. That's why I can't stand when they just don't penetrate. Because at 6'9", he can pull. It's like Durant. He can pull up from anywhere, and you can't do anything about it. When Kevin Durant pulls up, that's it.
And if you get too close, he goes by you and dunks.
Yeah, he's quick enough to go by you and dunk on the guy trying to help.
Yeah.
And that's what Tatum has evolved to. So, I mean, but I'm saying this kid has that type of.
Who's the other option?
The third guy?
Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, who?
I
don't know a lot about him. I don't know a lot
was he?
about him.
So he's with G League Ignite.
Oh, he's in the G League.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. He wasn't
That's
a college
interesting.
basketball player. So
Yeah.
Scoot Henderson,
Yeah.
6'2", 195.
Yeah.
He's a guard?
Point guard.
Point.
Point guard. Yeah. Does it have stats? Doesn't have any stats.
Well, everybody thought he was going to be the one until Wembanyama appeared like a unicorn out of nowhere.
What?
I swear to God, in Game 5, this kid's gonna break his leg and be done.
But I'm just saying,
That's
like,
what's gonna happen.
But you know what I'm saying?
We're
Like,
talking about this kid. He's got great.
he's been playing overseas, so nobody knows who he is. And then everybody's talking about Scoot Henderson, and next thing you know, they're like, "Yeah, Scoot doesn't really exist anymore. We're going to talk about Wembanyama's
Now,
generation."
after him, here's another guy I don't know. You ready for this? This is a real name. The guy's name is Amen Thompson
Yeah,
from Overtime.
Is it Amen or is it Amen?
I can't remember what I was watching today, but they were comparing him to
Amen.
LeBron.
Right, but how do you pronounce it? Maybe it's like Amen.
I don't know. It looks like Amen to me. If I take the A and the separate, it's Amen.
Well,
Amen.
they were talking today like his game is like LeBron on whatever show I was watching.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
and I'm like, yeah, they jinx. Yeah, he's not LeBron.
He's already cursed.
But
fucking name like
but they
that.
just said like, do you see similarities in game? And I'm like, who was it for? I was thinking to myself like, they may end up in a better spot than anybody.
White boy watch Grady Dick at 10. Kansas.
Grady Dick, I don't remember him.
Yeah, he's good.
That's the worst
I
name.
know.
Sorry, Grady, but your name is shit.
Your name's Grady or is it Mr. Dick?
Jeez. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Grady
Name.
Dick.
Grady
Dick. Oh, God. Do you have a Grady Dick?
Dick Grady might be worse.
Dude, is your Dick Grady?
Dick Grady might be worse than Grady Dick.
No.
Dick
No,
Grady.
I think Grady Dick is...
Dick
Yeah, Grady
is-
Dick.
Because Grady is
Dick?
like describing the dick.
Yeah.
Like, what's a Grady Dick? It just sounds...
It could be like Greaty, Grady.
What does Grady mean in that context?
Like great. But it's
No,
Grady.
That's awful. That's sad.
Anyway, he's projected to go 10.
Where's he coming from?
Kansas.
Why don't I remember Grady Dick from Kansas?
Oh, no.
It's a,
Do
kind of
you?
a hard name to
Yeah,
forget.
I remember him. I said it was White Boy Watch. He's like, dude, this dude is so white.
Well, I would
He
think
is-
if you're named Grady Dick, you're
his
probably
name's
right.
Dick Grady.
There's no one of another race named Grady Dick to ever scorch this earth.
I think
Careful about where you pronunciate that. We want to make sure people... Grady.
maybe it's not Dick, it's Dishay.
Just say-
Maybe we're pronouncing it wrong.
It's Dick.
Grady Dickok.
All
This
right.
poor guy.
Jeez. All right.
Sorry, Grady.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grady.
Mr. Dick. I'm sorry.
So,
My apologies.
all right. So,
Look, for the record, the kid has game. He's a good player. He is. He's a 6'5" shooting guard.
So like
You got a real good shot. He's got
Like
he's got
Braun.
legit.
Get a real great.
No, but Brahm's not like Brahm's not a knockdown shooter. This kid's a knockdown shooter.
oh okay.
You can't leave him open. He's that dude. Brahm is more of a penetrator. Like he can go to the basket better. But he doesn't have the shot this guy has. Anyway, he's 10th. Jarese, I'm saying that right? Jarese Walker from Houston. Houston was ranked number 1 most of the year, and this kid was, and nobody talked about him, but he fucking did everything, and they got him 7th. He's 6'7", 330, 233. He reminds me of the dude who plays for Minnesota now. The 6'4".
Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, this kid reminds me of him. I don't know if he's as explosive, but he's physical like him. You can go to the basket, he's physical, and he'll beat you. I mean, so, and no one talked about him all year. I mean, and like his stats, if I look at his college stats, this year he was 17 a game. He was a 47% shooter from the field, seven rebounds, 3 assists a game. So not bad. A steal and a half a game. So he was a pretty good defensive player too. 6'7", 233. So 7 rebounds. That's about right for a small forward. 6 to 8 rebounds a game is where you probably should be.
That's a pretty big guy.
As a small forward. Yeah, he's 6'7", 233. He's not a stick.
That's big.
That's like, he reminds me physically of him.
Yeah,
All right,
that does sound like that kind of build.
Yeah.
All right. So you all were asking me for the proof, right?
I want to see
Proof of what?
The proof.
the proof that he was right.
Derek
for
White.
5.
You were asking Derek White proof. So
okay.
then I called game. So
Yeah.
so
Dude, I was totally lost. I was like,
the Celtics were down, right? How many seconds left?
3 seconds left.
When he got it was more than that.
Really?
Yeah, because he caught it, took a dribble, and then shot it, and then missed in the rebound.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
take-
there's 3
yeah,
and
yeah,
change.
yeah,
It was like
yeah,
3
yeah.
and change.
Okay,
like
3 and
5
change.
seconds.
So if you're a Celtics fan, you're thinking, okay, this game's over. We're losing, kind of like you did, right?
Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah,
then
they
I
lost.
said,
It was
and
a
then so fucking bad. I said the Celtics are winning in 7, which okay, that's the
wrong.
one wrong.
That's the only wrong that counts.
That's the one wrong.
We're just giving you these we feel sorry.
And I said I called that shit, and I'm not changing. And I'm not changing. And then
not
I said,
changing it. I kept
and
laughing
then-
at him. Going,
not because they're down. I'm
So
gonna
you
change
said
because they're
this
down.
during the timeout?
Yes, and then I said
they're winning
Derek,
7.
and then I said Derek White calls game. Tommy
Calls the shot.
Tommy gets, oh my god, that's the reaction to him making it.
Let me see it.
And then I
This
said,
is when you became the biggest asshole on
and
the
then
planet
I
Earth.
did, and then I said, wait, let's see, and then I said, White calls fucking game, bitches. I said so, motherfuckers.
But it wasn't. It was a tipping. He didn't.
But I called
It
it.
didn't stop there.
It didn't
Okay.
stop there.
So look,
Maybe you read it in my
So
voice.
I have to be honest with you.
Read it in my voice.
I didn't read all this. I honestly didn't read all this.
Oh, well, at least you
when it
gave me
first
timestamp.
happened.
You timestamped it.
No, so I'm saying you called it.
Yeah, I called it. I know I called it. I don't have to prove it.
Well, I said Al Horford fucked up so fucking bad. I don't remember why I said that.
It was one of. I think he missed free throws.
Wait, let's see. White calls fucking game, bitches. I said so, motherfuckers. And he fucked up the fourth quarter. I know my shit. What's my name? I called the player before the play. Now what?
Oh, yeah.
Gift
He
with
wasn't
a
in the play. It was
fortune teller. Gift with a fortune teller.
Wait.
Really? Y'all gonna be like this? I made the most difficult call.
Oh,
Then in the most difficult. No, you gotta let me
bullshit.
finish
I
here.
remember that now.
You gotta let
We
me
were dying
Now
laughing.
you gotta find it.
We were dying laughing when we read it on the air. We read it on the air, by the way.
Hysterical.
It was great.
You really are making me go back?
Fuck you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I made the most difficult call in the most difficult time.
The best. The best.
We're going, yeah, he called
I
Derek
made
White
the
with a
most
tip in.
difficult call. Had the most difficult.
Y'all were the opposite.
You know how wrong you were? Marcus Sharp took the shot. If the shot went in like it should have.
Marcus Sharp?
Marcus Sharp took the shot.
Who the fuck is Marcus Sharp?
Marcus shit. Marcus dumb.
Marcus Sharp.
They're all related.
Marcus Sharp.
Bottom line is,
himself.
that shot was halfway down. It
gonna
should have
make
even
him
gone in. There should have been no tip. That was not the play call.
Joel, the only ass here
No,
is you.
it's
I have worked with this man. You don't know him.
That's Red Auerbach. That's a totally different argument. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I almost lost it. Jesus Christ.
You were
That was RJ, by the way.
I know. I'm dying.
Yeah, when you tried to tell me Jerry West was better than Auerbach.
That's one of the
that
funniest
ridiculous
stuff
thing you
I've
said.
ever
I mean, give me a break. I'm like, oh, the guy with 16 rings, GM and coach? Right, sure. Jerry West is a better GM. Right.
Okay, I just gotta go and look for that stupid fucking.
Where are you?
I'm trying to cycle back through so I can read what he said, because the asshole put it all the way back to today, and I don't even know where I am right now. God, that's so fucked up.
They're just doing.
I don't know if I'm beyond this.
I don't know if I'm
I
there.
made the most difficult.
I don't know if
call.
I'm there.
I'm looking for.
You have to admit, like somebody, like for me to say, like they're gonna win in 7.
Oh, here
Nobody
we
thought
go.
that.
Really, y'all? Going to be like this? I made the most difficult call. Then, in the most difficult moment, stuck by it and gave you the player and nothing from y'all. Haters. Celtics in
Right,
7
haters.
and the Patriots are 3rd. Good night.
That's right.
Sleeping emoji, laughy face.
And you were wrong about the
Patriots
first one.
are in 3rd.
No, they're not going to be in 3rd when the season's
They're in
over. They'll be
3rd.
in 2nd.
Then I said, then I put 3 laughy faces and said, you called a miracle finish? I called White before the inbound. I called Celtics in 7.
Right.
Y'all have been haters / doubters, and I have called it 100 without missing.
I had it.
I haven't backed down, and y'all have been wrong.
No, we were right.
And they
I
just
don't think
showed,
he's reading it with this kind of emotion.
and they just showed Johnny
I've never heard
Damon.
this kind of emotion in text.
Because we were laughing
And
our
they
ass
just
off,
showed
really.
Johnny Damon. I am spot on. 2004.
I told you.
I have all the recipes.
That was the
Give me my props. Don't be a bitch. Charles Barkley is dead wrong. Pressure on the Celtics is good. They will win game
Oh
7.
my
Yeah,
god, they
baby.
came out full like a lawn chair.
And then I said, LOL, man, you are really sucking your own D right now.
Yeah, I really didn't appreciate that, by the way.
And you said, I also knew you would be a hater. That was
Yes.
I was crying when you said that. You're just really sucking your own dick right now, ain't you?
And then I said, I made the most difficult call in the most difficult moment. And I put the girl from the inside out. That was pretty good.
My response was good.
Stuart, what's his name? Stuart Smalley?
Arnold.
Arnold.
Haters gonna hate.
Stuart Smalley.
What are you talking?
Oh man, all right. I'm sorry. I'm getting lost in terms.
Arthur, sorry.
We were talking about the draft.
Sorry,
Anyway,
we just spent like what,
That
15
was-
minutes on a text.
on a text.
That was awful. That
but
was terrible.
It's okay.
It was terrible.
Just as long as you say that I made the most difficult.
You did. I don't know how you went through with it.
Seriously.
Honestly,
I mean, they were lining up at the gates for it.
A lot of conviction.
when
a lot
I
of
think about
conviction in those
when I think about
arguments.
the difficulty to make a call like that, I mean,
All right.
Intestinal fortitude.
So what do you do if you're Portland? Do you,
I
do you
mean,
keep
there's
Dame
taking somebody
Lillard?
off life support, and
this
then there's
kid-
making that call.
Do you keep Dame Lillard?
You're not giving up Dame Lillard unless you're getting an all-star return.
Dude, top 2 most difficult.
Yeah, but you
calls
might
to
want to
make.
get younger, right? Do
Somebody
you get
on
young
life
talent?
support and the call to say
If
the
it's-
Celtics are coming back. That's the top 2 most difficult decisions you'll ever.
All right.
What?
No, somebody on life support. Do you keep it up?
Listen,
Do you
nobody
let
was.
them
We
pass?
get it. We get it.
And then the
And
Celtics-
then there's
we get it.
picking the
The
Celtics.
horse,
right there.
the horse is,
Like you look in the
horse is
rearview mirror,
dead.
says, "I'm just gonna go up mirror
You're
closer
kicking
than
a
a
dead
believer."
horse. Tommy, the horse is dead. You're kicking a dead horse.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that last one through. I thought
Again,
it was
for
a
the
good one.
50th time,
I
yeah.
thought it was a good
It was funny the first 12 times, too.
one. Right there. All right. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I gotta stop.
Come on, dicks.
Oh, we look at you said it, not me. I just couldn't
No,
stop.
but sure. I mean, I was right about all the stuff I was saying, and y'all were just being your normal selves.
You were, yeah.
Like teammates. Y'all are teammates.
I didn't say anything. I was laughing. I'm like, that was a
Right.
fluke.
You were making all those calls. I will give you credit for that.
I said that was a fluke, and they were going to lose Game 7, and they did.
The overall one.
No, that's the one. And I think I'm a Jason Tatum injury away.
Oh, come on. They had everybody else on that floor. They should have won.
Yeah, but they're
And he still played.
everybody else.
He still played.
That wasn't Jason. That's,
Well, he was on the floor, though.
uh,
Decoy. If nothing else, he was a
It was
decoy.
sad that
No.
that happened, though.
That's not what it lost.
Look,
well, Jalen Brown
They lost
then had to
because
dribble
they
the
allowed
ball.
themselves-
Jalen
get
Brown and
down
Marcus
3.
Smart. Marcus Smart was quietly almost as bad as he
Alright.
was.
So what do you do if you're Portland? You trade Lillard, or you?
Though.
Yeah, what do you
What
get?
what would you trade him for?
What would you
be
want?
willing to- I want an all-star who's young.
I'd want like
An all-star.
Yeah.
I'd want a top of the draft first round pick and multiple first round picks. I wouldn't need an all-star.
You want 3 first-round picks?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you giving up that many first rounders? Why are you?
For a guy who's 33.
Yeah, he's older.
He still can shoot, but, I don't know.
That's
He's
what I'm
great.
saying. Like if I was Portland, that's what I would want back. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but that's not. I'm saying like
Dude,
that's
they throw
not,
around first round picks in the NBA like
No,
it's
they don't.
nobody's business.
Well,
yes, they do.
They
Look
do,
at how
but for
Denver
the right
was-
guy on
you
the
look
right
at how
contract.
Denver was built and how Golden State was built. They've got 5 of the last. Not one guy was picked in the top 5.
Oh, they got like second rounders and shit like that.
Late first round. Jokic was the 41st
Well, I
pick
mean,
in the
Golden
draft.
State did
So
pretty
Murray was
good.
like the 26th
Wait,
pick in the
you're
draft.
Yeah, what was Draymond? Draymond was a late pick.
He wasn't number 1. Yeah, he was a late pick too. He was,
He was
second,
second
round.
round.
Second round. Steph was the highest at 7.
Right.
He was 7.
So
Thompson went like in the teens.
They both drafted really
Okay,
well.
so you're saying
But
top
that
10
kinda
picks are
built
not
those
that
two.
valuable.
But that's one thing that kind of
I'm
pissed
saying-
me off
I'm
about
saying those
listening
two
about.
teams, they built it right.
Yeah.
You can do it.
That's one of the things that kind of pissed me off about the new luxury tax. They're basically telling Golden State, we have to break apart this team that you drafted. For the most part, they're all draft picks, right? Golden State drafted them all.
Yeah.
The Suns are not.
Not like Wiggins.
The Suns are doing the same thing. They're going to be stuck.
Is commanding.
Wiggins is new, right?
Yeah,
Well, he
but
was, yeah.
he's
You
in
were.
Harrison Barnes' role, right?
Yeah.
That's from
Did
the
they
first
draft
go
Jordan
around.
Poole?
Yes.
Yes, they
out of
did.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just gave him a $93 million.
Nah, that was a mistake.
Yeah. So,
But-
that
What
was a
the fuck,
mistake.
man? Draymond,
But-
Draymond fucked
But
that
all
up.
these teams that are built through the draft,
Draymond punched
and
him in the face changed his career, I think.
I think it changed the whole team.
Yeah.
yeah.
Steve Kerr admitted they never got over it.
Yeah.
When it was over, I'm like, you never got over it after lying and saying you got over it?
Dude, for that to be public like that, that wasn't good for them.
No, the whole world
For-
saw that
for
punch.
none of them, yeah.
Yeah. But they're breaking all those teams up. Denver's going to have to be able to afford all those guys. They're not.
Those
gonna
guys
be
are
able
all
to
under
do it.
contract next year. They're not going
But they have to go to luxury.
They're
going
under
to luxury
contract
at
for a
some
couple
point.
couple
years,
years.
aren't they?
Yeah, Denver's had that problem. Yeah.
But
But
they're
shit can
getting
get
there.
real if they're not paying somebody like money
Yes.
they should be making.
no, but
Yeah.
they've got guys for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
Don't have
they're
to worry about
basically
this.
trying to break up all of the super team piece and putting people in luxury tax so they don't build them anymore. Basically, that's so the owners won't build them
But
anymore.
what's the alternative to that? Everybody is kind of like decent and you have more parity?
Kind of like what the Lakers were. You got 2 stars and then
Well, 2 stars
team in a row.
has
So what-
proven to work.
Yeah.
You don't need 3 stars to win a championship now. You can do
so
it
why
too.
is everybody loading up on 3 offensive players? It's so weird.
I think what Phoenix is thinking is Bradley Beal's going to be their 6th man. Because you're right from the start. Remember, Phoenix's problem was they had no
6
depth.
men, you pay him $50 million a year? That's
He's
insane.
I'll tell you now, if he plays 6th man next year, he wins NBA 6th man of the year.
Yeah,
I'll call it
sure.
right now.
Yeah, but for that's not what you're paying a
And
$50
he's-
million guy to do.
But if he wins you a championship, he's worth it.
But they're not. They're not winning a championship.
If he plays the 6th man role and they build around him like what freaking the guy for the Lakers did at the trade deadline, yes, they can have a shot. They think about this. They took Denver to 6 games with just those 2.
yeah,
With just those 2. That's it.
but
And they took him 6. You add another guy like that and just get some defenses, some rebounders, and a couple of shooters, which you can do at low money. Look, Pelinka did it. If Pelinka can do it, this guy can.
Was everybody healthy for the Suns when
No.
they played the Nuggets?
Chris Paul was not healthy.
Yeah, they weren't all healthy.
He wasn't healthy. The other 2 played. They were fine. But Chris Paul was not healthy.
But I think the thing that I'm saying is like
Now, would he have made a difference?
So you think with Beal, would they beat the Nuggets?
I think Beal's a lot
No.
better than Chris Paul at this point.
fuck.
I think so too.
He's a much better. He's a big
No,
upgrade
they,
over Chris Paul.
they don't beat the Nuggets.
Do they
That's
take him
that was the
7?
They
point.
went 6 with him,
They went 6 without Chris Paul.
without Chris Paul.
New nets,
No, because I don't see a James Harden there,
new nets.
and I don't see a Crimey Irving there either. Because Devin Booker is not Crimey Irving. Don't even put them in the same
Booker's
sentence.
good.
Booker is legit. He
Okay.
gets it. He's got his head screwed
He's
on.
a
right.
team guy.
He's got the
No,
fucking
I mean,
drama
I don't
queen
mean
Crimey
okay. I agree.
is.
I mean, every one of these like big 3, they're all offensively loaded.
They're not working out.
They're not working out.
Well, let's see what these guys do. I'm telling you, he plays 6th man.
We'll see.
All right, so who are the big 3s you're talking about?
I mean, the
so
Nets
the
are
Nets,
part of
what they
that,
were.
right?
Yeah, but they had Kyrie and Harden.
I know.
These 2 guys ain't them.
It's basically like
They're not
Dallas
them.
right now.
Yeah, they're not.
Dallas is
Kyrie and Luka.
Kyrie is a team killer. Look how many teams he's killed. Dallas nosedived when they.
That's such a weird one.
They
'Cause
fucking
Okay,
nosedived.
Remember at
Atlanta.
the beginning when it seemed like Kyrie and
they
Luka
don't
were
have
both trying to work together?
Yeah,
Like they were passing it to each other too
they were
much.
overdoing it.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so weird that it never became balanced. It just swung the other way where it just
So yeah,
wasn't
like
good.
it's like they never worked it out.
Yeah.
Like you two are so. How the fuck? And Luka, by all accounts, he's not a hit case. I mean, this is like what the fuck. But that's Kyrie Irving. That's
But
the
as
Kyrie
soon as
effect.
Kyrie came, he started saying things in the press conference like it's not fun anymore. What the hell was going on with him?
He takes more fucking time off for fucking nothing than other than Bill Simmons. It wasn't for Bill
Luka?
Simmons or Ben
Luka?
Simmons. Kyrie. You know how much games Kyrie has missed? Just for no fucking reason.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying when Kyrie went to Dallas, then Luka started saying things in his press conferences.
Happy,
Like, it's not fun anymore.
Happy National The Earth is Flat Day.
Oh God.
I'm gonna pay homage and not work.
Flat earther.
We'll play on the
But
South.
Dallas
like
is
that. Fuck 'em.
Dallas is another good example of like
We'll play homage.
they let Jalen Brunson go. They're another good example of like
Dallas is stupid. Mark Cuban is so dumb. It's like he doubled down. Wait, you want to see? I let Brunson go. Well, you think I'm real dumb? Watch this. Now I'm going to bring Kyrie Irving
Dallas
in
doesn't
and
have a-
destroy my young
That
superstar.
was a double win.
Dallas doesn't have a three, right? They don't have a big three.
It was almost like he
But-
said to America, "Wait, I
Actually,
cannot do that."
who is the three on Dallas? I feel like there is somebody that's kind of good.
The third guy?
Yeah.
I think it's a wing player.
I-
A little another guard off the bench. What the hell is his
But I'm saying they're destroying for the offensive players. They're destroying good teams to
Yeah.
bring in offensive players.
Well, it's an offensive league.
No, yeah, but somebody's got to play defense. Jesus.
Not really. You go all the way to the finals.
Yeah, that was a real double. And the other thing that was embarrassing about how the Mavericks ended their season, and I'm only caring about this because I'm a bitter Knicks fan, they could have made the play-in.
Knicks went further.
But the Mavericks could have made the play-in.
Right.
Yeah, they could have.
However, they decided to sit down Kyrie and Luka the last, 4 or 5 games?
I think it was.
So that they wouldn't have to give the Knicks their first round pick this year. I think that's kind of embarrassing.
That's pathetic.
If I'm a GM, do you do it if you're a GM and you don't want to give up that first round pick?
I mean,
But it's like
maybe the GM knew they weren't going anywhere. It's like, why bother? We're not going.
okay, but here's the thing: like the Lakers were in the play-in, and the Lakers got to the East.
But the
Western
Lakers
Conference
were
Finals.
playing better at the end of the year.
Yeah,
than
the
Mavericks
Lakers were-
The Lakers were ascending.
Okay, but
the Mavericks
look at
weren't.
Miami. Miami was playing like dog shit.
Yeah, but they were banged up a lot. They had injuries.
Well, they
but
were still
dude,
banged
in
up
the
the
play-in
whole time.
tournament. They lost their
The first game in
game.
Chicago, yeah.
So
The
I
Hero
think,
got hurt in that game and never played.
and they
again.
still went to the finals.
Yeah, after that they regrouped and they
Right. So that's my point about Dallas is like when you have a chance to play in the playoffs, don't you take it?
Not if you're Dallas.
If
Not
you-
if you're. Not if it's
I'm
Kyrie
saying,
and
from a
Luka.
talent perspective,
Like, what
you're
do you-
right. But when you think about the mentality of Kyrie Irving, and you're the GM, like, and you know this was a bad move.
So you feel like Kyrie was showing signs that he wanted to quit. So they were like,
Yeah,
well,
pretty early on.
Why? Why?
Like I'd
go
say after the
through
first
with
5 or
this?
6 games, it was like he checked out. I'm gonna get my stats.
Well, I mean, look,
I'm
it
up at the
did-
end of the year. Anyway.
Well, it was almost like,
Didn't
oh
work at
yeah, I'm
the-
in a new place. Oh, we're not winning here either. Oh, I hate it now.
yeah,
Didn't work
That's,
at that.
that's him.
The
That's
big
him.
three didn't work for the Clippers or the Lakers. It's another three. Westbrook, Davis, LeBron.
I don't
No,
know.
that was
Westbrook was a
Durant.
big three.
That was Durant and
Russell
Wesley,
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook is a big three.
It was,
No.
it was OKC had him, Durant, and Harden.
Not anymore.
But they went to the finals.
He's a
Dude,
big
I'm talking-
three. When
dude.
they picked him up, that made a big
Dude, he
three.
couldn't even shoot. Like he didn't know how to shoot anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
if
but
you're
did
going
you
to
see-
count
yeah, but-
Chris Paul in a
No,
big
but did,
three,
Ron, did you see?
you
Did you
gotta
see how
count
to his
Russell
point though?
Westbrook as a
Did
big
you see
three.
what he did when he went to the Clippers?
Yeah,
He looked
he's a
like
good
him old
player.
self again. It wasn't him. It was the fucking Lakers.
yeah, but he still
It was
shot
LeBron having to
he
hog
still
the
went
ball.
3 for 18 in.
Yeah, but he did
Yeah.
a lot more though.
Yeah, he was a better player.
He's a much better player when he with them than he was with the Lakers.
So
Oh,
anyway,
He
no
had a couple of
doubt.
triple
No
doubles.
doubt. I just don't think
he had a
he's
couple
a
of triple
big
doubles. He
threer.
was actually like
I
doing
don't think
work.
he's a big threer anymore.
then okay.
I think he's a
did
tier below that.
Kevin Durant,
Well, he's the third guy.
Booker, and Chris Paul, were they a big three? They called him a big three.
Well, so Chris
Why,
Paul's kind of on a similar level to
He's
Westbrook.
third.
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
fading.
That's
He's
what,
fading.
but they called that a big three.
I know. I just
So I'm saying if you call that a big three,
I
you got to
think
call
Chris
the other one
Paul's
a
a
big
closer
three.
big three than Russell Westbrook.
No,
Russell Westbrook won a league MVP. Chris Paul didn't.
I know, but Russell Westbrook is
First guy to average a triple double.
I think
For a
Russell
whole
Westbrook
season
is
since Oscar
further
Robertson.
from the player
Yeah.
he was than Chris Paul is. Even though Chris Paul
No
is
way.
really kind of
Chris
faded.
Paul is not a better player than Russell Westbrook.
Not even right now.
Not even close. You can tell me he's a better point guard, and I would agree with you. You
Yes.
can't tell me he's a better player.
I would rather add him than Westbrook at this point.
I would rather add neither.
Dude, when
But,
I look at what
I mean, if I had a
when I
choice,
look at what
if
and this is why I don't vote. There it is. Westbrook or
Right.
who? You know what?
Well, yeah, it's kind of a
I got better things
it's
to
a
do.
stupid
yeah,
argument.
I'm not
It's a
paying either
stupid
one of you
argument,
money
yeah.
to do what you do.
But I just can't get past what Westbrook did on the Lakers.
That was LeBron's fault.
yeah.
I don't.
Yes, it was.
See,
look,
the Clips wanted somebody. to handle
LeBron
more
didn't even
ball.
try to adjust his game to help this guy. He made Westbrook change to fit him. You're asking a guy who plays a certain way for 13 years and change his entire game around? No, I don't care who it is. Like,
Oh.
you don't take a superstar who's won League of V and say, you know what?
I
change
think
your
those
game.
are examples of big threes. Dallas doesn't have a big three; they only have the two.
Yeah, the two.
So,
You know who the biggest disappointment is, and probably last 10 years, believe it or not? Kristaps Porzingis. Talk about a fucking waste of everywhere he goes. Like he's
good and he gets hurt.
He gets hurt and he flames out like everywhere he goes. He shows
that was the
promise
other
wherever he
unicorn.
is,
That was the other
and
unicorn.
then
right?
but then when he fucking falls, he just fades. Like it's just
Dude,
And he's
every
got
now
all
and
the
then-
talent,
Every
he's
now
got
and
all
then you
the
see him in a game and you're like, holy shit, he just scored 10 points.
yeah.
like that.
like that, and then he disappears
Yeah,
for
and
three
then he- yeah, and
quarters.
then
It's
he's-
like
Oh, he had
it's
injuries.
like what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's
but
like
it wasn't
anybody
always
else.
that.
Like Yao Ming was amazing until
So
he
th-
wasn't.
that's
But
the
Yao Ming
trade.
legitimately, when he played though, he always
But I
always
think
great.
that's
That's
a big
the
man
trade
thing.
and why Dallas owes the Knicks a pick.
because of
Because of the
Porzingis.
Porzingis trade, yeah.
I don't know who got the better of that.
But they didn't.
They both.
The Knicks, when they can ever get a pick.
Yeah.
But they're not getting the pick because Dallas made sure that they're
No, but I mean, but then it just jumps to next year, and then
Yeah, I
it's
know.
protected less.
right.
So it goes from top 12 protected probably to top 10 protected.
Oh, eventually
Yeah.
it won't be protected at all.
Well, no, then it drops. Eventually, that team will not finish that low, basically. Because
what
next year they won't finish in the bottom 10.
Yeah.
Next year,
Oh, Mavs
with
are
a
gonna
top
be
10
garbage
pick,
next year.
I don't know. They get a top 10 pick.
The Mavericks.
They get the
gonna
10th pick in the draft.
What's
they
the
might get
10th pick in
fucking
the
Dick
draft gonna
Grady or
do?
whatever the fuck his
Great-
name is.
Yeah, there
it's
you go.
Mr. Dick.
Grady
Be Dick over
Grady
here.
Dick.
Grady
Grady
Dick.
Dick.
I wasn't lying.
That is the number 10 pick.
That's
So
the number 10 pick. They're going
We
to get
just
Grady
came full
D.
circle.
Number
on
10 is a
that.
dick pic.
Okay, so
Grady D.
you know, if you get Grady D, who's a 3 and D, I mean,
What about D. Grady?
you add
Who's
him.
better, D. Grady or Grady D?
Probably Grady D.
All
D.
right.
Grady's not
So,
no
anyways,
fucking joke, man.
somehow we ended up full circle on
We're talking now.
this. Jesus.
Yeah.
We're talking all things NBA. We were talking is the max contracts. Are they pricing these?
Oh,
They
yeah,
can't-
yeah.
This is where we were going.
This is the one that, yeah, it
Yeah,
drives me
we're
nuts.
going off the fucking rails.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Too-
y'all
too
start
many-
this
we
out. I
went
gotta go to
through-
the bathroom.
Basically what we're
I'll be
saying.
right back.
He doesn't.
God.
Now his bladder's going.
Got a bladder the size
They
of
bladder-
a lima
seriously.
bean.
See this here? See this here?
That's
That's a half-gallon pitcher.
a
okay?
carpenter ant.
That's a half-gallon pitcher. That's 2 quarts. I hope that's a half-gallon.
And you've also pissed 10 times.
You pissed already, haven't
No, this will be my first piss of the
This
evening.
is
No,
the
it's
first
not.
time
Where
you're
did you
breaking
go
the
earlier?
I went
America,
to get
is he
ice.
right?
I went to get ice. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He went to get ice. A lucky story.
I asked you where the ice was.
Huh.
I went over
Oh,
there.
I'm sure you set the setup question.
All right,
Put us all
okay.
at ease.
So we'll stop debating Tommy's bathroom habits.
I made the most difficult call.
Oh,
My God.
yeah,
When you
whatever.
think about most difficult
Who
calls
calls
in
the
life-
player and the game winner when they're
Who
down?
calls the tipped-in shot at the buzzer by the player?
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're making my point.
The
Nobody
play wasn't
gets
even
that.
for him.
Nobody gets that.
Who took the
I
shot?
I
Him or
called it.
Marcus Smart?
I called
Marcus
it.
Smart did.
But I didn't
Who
say
was
Marcus
supposed to
Smart
take
was
it?
gonna
Jason
make it.
Tatum. So he wasn't even the
In a
second
moment
option.
like that, it takes a stone cold killer to make it.
It does, and I'm that guy.
You don't know what's behind those eyes, America.
Yeah,
And
you
more
don't.
importantly, you don't want to know.
Yeah. Okay, max contracts. That's
Yes.
the one I want.
I
to
don't
talk
think
about.
Jalen Brown is worth $295 million. Do I want them to keep him? Yes. But the fact is, the next best offer he could get from anybody is $180 million. So why wouldn't you come in at $230
So how many
or $220
guys?
or $240?
How many guys?
Why you got to pay him $295?
How many guys are on max contracts that you would actually keep on a max contract?
I think anybody in the top 10. That's why their max contract. I think the top 10 players.
Was Bradley Beal? Bradley Beal in your top 10?
I'm talking about the league top 10. I don't think he's a top 10 player.
Zion Williamson going to be in your top 10 in the league?
He hasn't played. No, the top 10 right now that are healthy that are playing.
These are max guys we're talking about.
I'm not saying they all. I'm saying the top 10 players in the world deserve it.
I know. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
these guys deserve it. I'm agreeing with you. But I'm saying if you
James Harden, does he get a max deal?
was he a top 10 player? Did he make All NBA first or second team?
I don't know. I think so, but
Because to me, that's the thing. Whoever was on those two
he
teams,
led the league in assists.
if they're max
Scored about-
contract guys,
He was
they all deserve
2010,
it.
led the league in assists.
If you finish All NBA first or second team, you deserve them. You deserve that. You're a top.
So
10
how
player
many
in the world.
guys is that?
I think the top 10 in the world. And
How many do they pick for NBA first team and second team? What is it?
5 and 5. 5 first team, 5
So
second
you-
team.
That's
top
an
10.
elite shit.
That's an elite ship.
Okay, right. So what I'm
If you're-
saying is Kyrie a max guy?
No.
Okay, like these guys all have max deals.
I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you asked me who deserves it. I'm saying anybody in the top 10. That was my answer to you.
Okay.
I'm not saying they all deserve it. I'm saying what I said to you is if you make All NBA first or second team,
Jaylen
you
Brown.
deserve it. Yeah, he deserved it this year.
No. Jaylen Brown deserves a max deal.
No, if he was getting it already, he deserves it.
Oh no, he's not got it. He's there. I mean, you're a
I don't-
Celtics fan.
I don't.
Jaylen
I just
Brown.
said to you, I don't think he's worth it.
No?
But I think whatever he made this year, he earned it. He was to All NBA second team. He earned it. Absolutely, whatever it was. And he was making. By the way, he was making $27 million. It wasn't like he was making nothing. Okay,
No.
because $27 million puts you in the. You're in the upper echelon. Okay, you may not be at the top, but you're above average.
I mean, there's basically nobody else they could get on Jaylen Brown's level right now.
No.
And that's why they have to
Not
pay
at
him.
his age,
Right.
26.
And that's why they have to pay him, right?
That's why they have to pay him. And I'm saying is if you're not
He
going to
could earn
trade
it.
But
him,
you said
if you're
he's
not
a
going to
max
trade
player,
him,
right?
I don't think he's worth $295 million.
Who-
I said 240.
That's kind of. I don't.
Who at this point,
Which is a lot of
who
money.
at this point in their career would you trust with $295?
Tatum, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, and probably LeBron.
Still at this point.
30 points a game is 30 points a game.
Yeah.
I don't have to like the guy. 30 points a game is 30. At 38? At 30 fucking 8? And they made the conference finals. Do you know where they were at midseason? They were 11th in the West.
So $295, how many years is that over? 4?
it's a 5-year deal.
5-year deal.
5-year deal.
So you'd give LeBron a $300 million 5-year deal right now.
At 38?
No, we're saying is he a max player?
I'm saying he's a max player, but that might not be that high.
Oh,
Yeah.
295 is the highest.
The highest, yeah. I don't know. He might have been.
Because I thought Jalen
They have
Brown was due
different.
to get 295.
He is, but there are different. Like Tatum's max contract was higher because he's
Like
rated as
320 or
Yeah,
something?
he's rated as a higher player, so his max deal
Anthony
is higher.
Edwards.
295?
I mean, I don't
I
know
don't
what his
know.
deal is.
He's
He's
good.
He's as good as Jalen Brown, right?
He didn't make All NBA third team. I think he made the All Star team.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think he did. But Brown averaged 27 a game this year. I mean,
Dude,
the thing is, the problem is, like I said,
He's
if
really good, but
Brown's
man.
part, he can't. His handle is terrible.
Left
And-
hand.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem. The other
it just
problem
seems
is
like something you can develop. Like,
it's
if
not
they
just
really
that,
spend
though.
time with them.
He doesn't know when to drive.
Yeah.
That's the other problem.
He doesn't have a
Because
feel for
he
the
doesn't have a
game.
feel for the game. Like if he catches the ball right, and the only guy he's looking at, and you can see it, he's looking at the guy in front of him. He's not looking at the guys behind him and seeing what the hell the guy's doing. He sees that guy and he goes, "I'm going to take him." Has no fucking comprehension of what's going on behind him, and it shows every time he gets he acts like he didn't. It's like he didn't know the guy was there.
That's the
he
biggest
didn't even know the guy was there.
That's the biggest difference between him and Tatum.
Yes, Tatum knows when to go.
Because
and when not.
every time Tatum is facilitating the offense, good
They're
things
better.
happen.
Yep, they're better. There, he's a point forward. He really
Yeah,
is.
he's good.
Who drops 30 a game.
Yeah, I would give him
No, he's
2
worth
max
it. I
deals.
said him, Giannis,
Yeah.
Embiid, Jokic, LeBron, and there's another guy I'm missing. Who am I missing?
What about Devin Booker?
I think so.
He's pretty good.
He's not pretty good. He's great. He put up 50-something fucking points in a play. He's not pretty good. He's great.
Yeah.
No,
What about Jimmy Butler?
No, he doesn't shoot well enough.
Okay,
He's very good,
I respect that.
but he has one gaping flaw in his game, and he actually said it. When he shoots, it's like a line drive. It's not. You never feel like it's going in. It goes in, but the thing is, he averages 18 points a game in the regular season.
Yeah.
So to me, if you're that guy, you're over 25 a game in the regular season, which both Brown and Tatum were.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the thing. If you're that dude, you're 25 plus. You're not 18.3. That's a tier 2 guy. So
right.
So I mean, I think the top 10 in the world are worth it. Beyond that, it'd be
Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think so.
Not after that. Not after that
I mean,
performance.
he had a
last
hell
year.
of a regular season. He did. but no, he didn't.
Playoffs,
And
he
again,
did
it
not.
but to be fair now, everybody around him had zero playoff experience. He was the only one on that team that had playoff experience. So he really didn't have a whole lot of help. They hadn't been there. I'm not saying that was the only reason. He was part of the problem, but that didn't help.
Well, that was more of just like a tough team. They played really good defense all year.
Yeah, they did.
So
But the thing is, the Cavs coach never adjusted.
Right.
We were talking about this whole fucking series, like from game 2-1, he saw they're playing the same fucking defense.
Yeah.
2 games, no adjustment. He never fucking adjusted.
There's 9 guys in the NBA on Supermax.
Okay, who are the 9?
Steph Curry.
Yep, worth it.
Yeah,
Would you,
obviously.
right now, would you give him one?
Yeah, he had a great year.
Damian.
So you'd give him a 5-year 295 or 5-year 320, whatever it is.
If how old is he? 34. I'd give him 5 years. Yeah, because a shooter. If you're a shooter, you last longer. Because the last thing that goes is your shot.
Yeah, but Steph has taken a beating.
Damian Lillard, number 2.
How old is he? 33.
Yeah, he's
Right now, I wouldn't give him.
I don't know if I'd give it to him now. I'm not saying he wasn't worth it before.
I'd
'cause I think
finish
he
out. I'd
was.
finish out his contract
Yeah,
with that.
I'd say, but he's amazing. Well, I'm saying what he got, he was worth it. I
Right,
wouldn't give him
exactly.
another one. I wouldn't
Yeah,
give him another one.
I
Not
agree.
at 38, 33.
Okay.
Wherever he is.
Giannis, obviously.
Yes.
That's
give
a,
him.
yeah,
I'd give
Giannis.
him another.
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer. Number 4, Rudy Gobert.
I would not give that to him.
I would not give that to him.
Who
Rudy
did that? Utah?
Yeah.
And
Rudy
did they
Gobert,
trade him to?
Supermax extension? Yes. And then,
Oh, that was in the trade.
They
eh?
traded
and
to
then Danny Ainge
Minnesota?
fleeced Minnesota.
God.
I mean, took them for everything.
What are they doing?
Every couple of years, Ainge gets somebody on the most ridiculous trade you've ever seen. Like, how the fuck does he keep doing that?
How does that happen?
And this time it was these idiots.
The worst one was when he traded Garnett and Pierce to the Nets.
Yeah, he fleeced the net. Those picks became Tatum and Brown.
Oh my god! And they were old when he.
I don't
sent
know.
them
This
there.
Utah four
They got to the
rounders
second round of the playoffs and got bounced.
for Rudy Gobert. All right, Joel Embiid.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a definite.
He won an MVP, didn't he?
Well, I think
Hey
he's.
RJ, what you got over there?
Not a Dr. Pepper. There's Diet Pepsi in here.
Ooh, could I have?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Number 5 is Joel. Who's number 6 here? Damn it. Oh, Luka Doncic.
Now I'm getting up in the middle of the segment.
Thanks, Don. See how committee contagious.
This interaction brought to you by the good doctor.
Okay, Luca right now 295, 5 years.
Yeah, I give it to
I
him.
think I'd do that.
Yeah, I give it to him. He's young. He's 22.
Yeah.
I give it to him. Or 23, whatever. He's
Oh,
young.
I don't know.
He's young. 23 years old?
He doesn't play any defense and he's chubby.
Get in shape. He's 23. He's not a. He's 5 years away from.
Well, it's kind of like Jaylen Brown. Like, if he works at it,
Jaylen Brown's in
should
shape
change.
though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Jaylen
I'm
Brown's-
just talking
he's
about the
just
fact
stupid.
that like
He's just dumb.
no, but also look,
Yeah.
if he just works on dribbling with his left hand,
I just said Luka.
He works on reading a defense.
I just said Luka Doncic is chubby. Jeez.
He is chubby. Yeah, lying.
Yeah, you know he's kind
Chubby.
of he's fat.
Baby fat.
Yeah,
He
he's
still
kind
goes
of
baby fat.
he's
He's a
like
baby.
me, built like me.
He's not a man yet. He's 22. He's,
No.
he's got hair.
I mean, I wish he was.
He's got
built-
hair.
he
One on his
looks
chin.
chubby on the court because he's next to a bunch of guys who have zero body fat.
Yeah.
But if you saw him with his shirt off, you'd be like, oh, he's actually
Quite buff.
yeah, right. He's actually in decent shape.
Quite stocky that way.
It's just when you're next to like
Right.
It's a strapping young lad,
elitist
isn't he?
levels of body.
He's a strapping young lad. Isn't he?
But sometimes you see baseball
Definitely
players.
wears
You're like,
husky jeans.
you're like,
I
oh,
don't-
baseball players are overweight.
Have you seen his truck?
no.
Dude, look, you can Google it. His fucking pickup truck, Lucas Pick, is badass.
Badass.
All right, number
Fucking-
7.
You think if you know he was in the truck, you think it was one of these fucking fishermen from fucking like the dude who puts his hand out of the fucking hole, and you think he's one of those dudes. That's how badass his truck is.
All right, number
He's one
7.
of those dudes.
Number 7 is Russell Westbrook.
He was at one point. Not
He
anymore.
is on a
Not anymore.
supermax.
Not anymore.
God.
Number 8. Again, to my point about supermax, John Wall.
That's terrible.
I don't think he ever was.
He ever was. See, at one time, Russell Westbrook was worth it. Not anymore.
Yeah.
And the 9th supermax guy, James Harden.
He was.
He was worth it. He won a league MVP too, by the way.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
nasty.
he was worth it at one point. He won a league MVP at one point.
Had some bad moments in the playoffs, but
He played the opposite game as Steph and the Golden State Warriors. Really, like it's all that.
Steph's a better player.
He was all
Come on.
ISO. They were all ball movement.
Yeah, no.
Like it was.
Steph Curry, for all the talk of his shooting, people don't talk about his knowledge of the game. He's smart. He's a lot smarter than people.
James Harden just pounded the air out
He's
of
as much his brains as he is his shot.
oh yeah, Steph.
Yeah, Steph.
Dude.
He's a lot smarter than people give him credit for.
Dude, I feel like Steph has some Reggie Miller in him.
He does. He moves without the ball.
Just-
He moves well. That thing, Steph moves well without
He's
the ball.
in better shape
He
than
passes.
everybody.
He
passes.
passes well, but he can
Yeah.
play with
He's
the
in
ball.
such good
What I love
shape.
about Steph Curry, he reminds me of Bird. He can play with the ball or without it. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna get Diet Pepsi.
Oh, that was the last one.
Then
That was the
Is
last
there-
one.
Is there something else in there?
Yes, there's plenty in there.
There's beer. There's beer.
There's those Sam Summers. There's other stuff.
All right, so
in
I have
there.
a question.
There's a. Oh, you know what? Down the bottom, there's a Diet Coke or something down below, some kind of Coke Zero or something. I think it's yours.
Looks like I need to bring you some more.
On the bottom. Bottom crisp.
I have a question to
Like
ask.
Coke Zero. What? Now everybody's gotten up during
Of
the
those, I started the trend. Okay,
He's
so-
starting, you fucking asshole.
all right, so look. So of the 10 max deals we
Wait till
just
the light gets up and watch.
look. The computer just walks
Light
out.
gets up and just all right. We're
All right,
done.
hold on. Let me say this. So, of the 10 supermax contracts we just talked about, right? Joel said there's 10 players in the league on it.
9.
9.
So, of those 9, were
was
the
it, half?
majority?
Were we half and half?
I think
I
so.
think it was half and half.
So, I would say no. But here's the thing. I think there was only 1 or 2 people we said weren't worth it when they got it. Right? John Wall
was never worth it.
was never
Yeah,
worth
at
it.
one point Russell Westbrook was worth it.
Right.
He's
was,
not
was
anymore.
there
but he
anybody
was.
else on that list? Oh, Gobert. We said
Damian
was
Lillard
never.
at one point was worth it.
Right. No,
He's
but
not
I'm,
anymore, but he was at one point.
I'm talking about
That's why he's got it.
there was only 2 people on that list that we said were never worth it,
John Wall.
and Gobert.
Yes, Gobert was. We all laughed at Gobert.
So when you
Like
think about
Danny
that,
Hayes another fleece job.
so when you think about that, that means that like these max deals
means
for
there's
the
a
most
sucker
part-
born every minute, is yo.
for the most part work out.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are just so stupid.
Well, these are Supermax, so I guess there's
They
a difference
gave
between Supermax, a difference between Max. There's a difference
Right.
between all
But
these.
so for the most part, the people with the supermaxes deserve them
yeah, there's
at
not
the time they
At the
got
time
it.
they got it.
Minus
Right.
2, we believe.
I mean, yeah. If Lillard got his contract 5 years ago, he was totally worth it. 3 years ago.
Fuck yeah.
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 So I remember hitting that game-winning playoff shot that sent that team home. He was fucking telling me he was
Paul
gonna do it.
George.
Yeah, telling him he was going to do it before he did it, and he did it. And sent him fucking home from like 35 feet.
You know, Paul George has talked about that recently.
No.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know who
He
hasn't?
was like, I didn't think he was gonna fucking shoot from back
From
there.
there? But
He
he's
was like, what
crazy.
the fuck? He's a
Fucking 40 feet away.
And then when he's like, then I realized it. And I'm like, all right. He actually got his hand up halfway decent.
He was in shock.
Yeah,
He's not a shooter from here.
he just buried it.
Buried it right in his face. I'm like, but that takes stones.
I think he was kind of
That,
like,
takes,
yeah.
that takes major league stones to be able to do that.
I didn't realize he
From
was
40
talking all that
fucking
shit.
feet, whatever it was, 38 feet, wherever it was. But anyway,
That was a bomb.
so there were guys, most of the guys on the list at one point we agree were worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, probably 4 or 5 out of the 9, maybe. 4 or 5, about half.
Yeah.
And there were 2 guys that were never worth it. Definitely not. So, and again, I don't know. To me, if you make all NBA first or second team, you're worth it. If you're getting it, you're worth it. All right? But if you're
Yeah, no,
if you're getting it and you're not making the All Star team, no, no,
That
no,
sucks.
fucking no, no.
What do you think about Brunson? What would you pay Brunson?
I'll tell you right now, the Knicks that was the steal of the last 5-6 years. What a fucking steal.
Man, I
Mark
hope
Cuban.
they- I hope they
Mark
build
Cuban
on
is
that.
never going to live that down. He is never,
And I
ever,
hate, I hate the fact that he
gonna live
blamed it
that
on
down.
Jalen Brunson's parents.
That's a joke. I played against
bullshit.
Jalen Brunson's father, and he's a good dude. And he's not and he's been in the NBA for 9 years himself, and so he knows the deal. He's not going to be the way he talked about him, like his parent never went near a professional team before.
Right.
Not his dad was an ex-pro.
Well,
Pros-
his dad was
ex-pros-
a coach on their staff.
And he was a
wasn't
coach, so he was a player and a coach at the NBA level. And this guy's talking about him like he's that fanboy fucking parent who doesn't even know what the fucking sport
Well,
is.
he's now
Like-
a Knicks. He's now a Knicks coach.
Yep.
And I
And-
think
and
he
he's-
was a Dallas coach.
He's a Dallas coach, yeah. He's been
Right.
around.
So
So they basically get like Jalen's like,
He
yeah,
knows-
I want my dad on the staff.
He knows
And
what he's
they're like,
talking about.
"All right."
all right, so
Anyway, Cuba's not going to live that down.
you're a Knicks fan. Where do the Nets go?
Who's the kid on the Nets that's really good?
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid. You were right about him.
They have
You
a
were
couple
right.
guys that are really good.
That's the one I remember
Yeah.
you getting right. Him. You called that one.
Yes, you did. You love him.
Yeah, and no, and I looked at him. You were right about him. He's a guy I think you can build around.
Yeah.
I think you can.
So
where
but
are
they
they
have
picking?
Cam Johnson.
Are they third?
Another good player.
Are they third? Where is Brooklyn picking?
I don't know.
They didn't make the
question.
playoffs.
Did you say
right?
Nets 3? Because you said it's,
I thought they were. Are
No.
they three?
it's
No,
Spurs,
they're not. No.
Portland, and then
No. It's not the Nets.
I don't think we ever talked to 3.
Drafts rounds. Wait, let's see.
It's Spurs, Portland. Is it?
It's Charlotte 2,
Yeah, Charlotte.
Portland 3, Houston 4, Detroit 5, Magic 6, Pacers 7, Wizards 8, Jazz 9, Dallas 10.
Dallas punk asses.
Yeah. You fucking tanked just to get the 10th pick?
10th pick.
Worth it.
Well, no. So they tanked
If it's
because
Dick Grady, it is.
no. So here's the thing.
Well, I mean, they think about
if
it.
they hadn't tanked, they wouldn't have a first round pick.
Grady.
Yeah.
If they hadn't tanked, they wouldn't have a first round pick.
Well, given they fucking let Brunson walk, yeah, it was a smart move.
So let's
That was the
assume.
one smart thing they did.
Maybe that's what they said. They said, "Man, we fucked up Brunson."
Dude,
So-
they fucked up by bringing Kyrie, and they fucking sunk the ship.
So at 2, you know that Charlotte doesn't need Scoot, right?
That should be Kyrie's nickname. Kyrie Ship Sinker Irving.
Yeah.
What position does Scoot play?
He's the point guard.
Yeah, the one that's
That's
on
right,
that
what,
GPL.
6'2"?
Yeah, they're not
GBL
taking Scoot Henderson, right? So you know they're taking the guy from Alabama.
Why do they have Melo?
Who?
Oh, no,
Who
that's
does Charlotte have? Why wouldn't Charlotte take
Yeah,
this
why
kid?
wouldn't Charlotte take him?
They could
Take
use
who?
this kid.
Who do they have?
The kid from Alabama.
That's
would
what I'm
take-
saying they're going to take.
Yeah, too. They should.
And then
take him.
Portland gets Scoot. What do they do with Scoot?
I wouldn't take Scoot if I'm Portland. But you have a point guard. You need a big man or another wing that can score. You
So
take
what,
the best
what I'm saying,
available
how do you
wing.
do that?
Well, if you're picking fourth,
You send
Or
Lillard.
third,
Do you
right?
send Lillard out and get younger?
no, you don't trade that pick. If you're drafting third in
No,
the draft,
I'm
No,
saying
he's not saying that.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you keep the pick, you trade
you
Lillard
make the pick.
I don't trade Lillard.
at 33, and you get back
What if you
young
get back
talent
multiple
If I get
picks?
back Jaylen Brown or somebody like that, I'll make the trade.
for Damon Lillard.
Nobody's doing that though.
The Celtics aren't trading him for
No,
Damian Lillard. No, I'm saying if I'm Portland, that's who I'm trying to get. If I can't
There's-
get
there's
him,
a lot of
I'm
players
not
I would
trading him
take.
because draft picks aren't guaranteed. They could work out, they might not work out. You want a bona fide all-star, established all-star,
And then some picks.
and then you
You
want some
could get
picks.
that for
Well, nobody's.
Lillard.
We'll see who's on. Well, you don't think Philly should trade Maxey for him? You think they should keep Maxey?
Yeah,
Even though
that's what I'm
Lillard's the better
saying.
player.
'Cause I would rather trade Lillard for something good coming back.
No, but if I'm Philly, Lillard's better than Maxey. Yeah, he is. He
For-
is better than Maxey. He's a
for-
better player.
For
If
the
I'm
next
Philly-
couple years.
Well, he's got Embiid. Your ability, the offense goes through Embiid. Lillard is a secondary piece, and he still has his shot. He's the kind of guy you want out there with an Embiid because he keeps the help defense off him. Because you can't leave Damon Lillard.
But
open.
is there
you
any
can't
chance
leave him
Philly
open.
gets Lillard?
If they give up the proposed scenario was straight up Maxey for Lillard.
Maxey for Lillard.
That was the that
So
was the-
Portland
What do you
wanted
do
to
with
go
Harden?
young.
You keep Harden.
Which
If
is
they
kind-
think Harden's going to stay.
which doesn't make any sense because Portland doesn't need Maxey if they're going to draft Scoot.
If they're going to
Well, maybe they wouldn't draft.
maybe they
Scoot.
wouldn't draft Scoot. Maybe they draft somebody else. There's a lot of talented players in this
No,
draft.
I know, I get that.
You know, and
So is
a
Maxey
big
a point?
wing that can score.
Maxey's a point, or is he like a 2?
Maxey's a point.
He's a point.
Cam Whitmore for Villanova, the kid Walker, who reminds me of the kid from Houston. Anthony Black, Taylor Hendricks. That's a power forward. There's still power forwards in this league.
Dude, where's the big Purdue big man?
I'm looking for him. Hold on.
He's not a first rounder.
I don't know. Derek Lively, the Duke center.
Dude, that guy's
The
got
kid from
size.
Indiana, Jalen Hood. He's a point guard. That's the kid I'm thinking of. I kept thinking it was bigger.
But why would you take the kid from?
Purdue?
Yeah.
Why not?
I think,
7-footer?
dude, I got news to you.
Dude, that kid's got.
Here's
game
the
on
best
game,
thing about
huh?
what just happened. Okay? I am so sick of this fucking
Yeah.
Chuck and Duck era. The dominant big man is returning, and that kid from Purdue,
He's good.
he's good, man.
Yeah, okay, but
he's
listen.
7'2".
Okay,
He actually can go toe to toe with
And he
Jokic.
shoots
No, he
free throws
can't.
too.
Yeah, he's 7'2". He can't overpay. He's big.
Is
He's
he-
like 270. He's not a stick.
So where's he come to guard him when Joker brings the ball up the floor?
He
How,
can guard-
do you,
what are you
how does he
talking
guard
about?
Joker?
You think he hasn't played screen and roll in college and have to guard?
It's
guard
not
the
screen and
perimeter?
roll.
So he doesn't.
Then you
He
think they
goes
do
from
high
the
pick and roll with
rebound.
him? Yes, they
He
do.
doesn't move the same as Jokic, but
No,
he's
he
not.
moves well,
He's
man.
not stationary, dude.
Yeah, he's not a stick.
But
man.
he's not
a stick in the
guarding Jokic.
The only
Is
my,
Jokic guarding him?
my only concern with the
Doesn't
Purdue
have
big
to.
man
The
Yeah, he
is
guy
does.
won't
Yeah, he
get
kind
the
of does.
ball.
so my
He'll
only
shit on the
concern
other
with
guy.
him. My only concern with him, and I think he can overcome it, is he didn't see a lot of people as big as him.
Nope.
You
But
know?
neither does Jokic.
Right. Yeah. Not many people that big
Yeah.
do. But I mean, there's gonna be a lot bigger dudes in the NBA that he's got to fuck with.
Okay, all right.
But he
let's
plays.
just-
But he played like a big man.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
did.
dominated like a big man
Is it-
should.
is he-
Down on the block,
Yeah,
turn.
he didn't even
Okay,
fuck around.
Is he 2010? Is he a 2010 guy?
Yeah, I believe he is.
I don't know.
In a
Not-
small ball league? Yes, he is easily in a small ball
rookie
league.
year. I don't know if he's 2010 rookie year.
2010?
I mean, a rookie year, but eventually
Because he's got to
2010,
build
yeah.
his game.
In
up.
3
No,
years,
I think-
is he 2010?
Yes.
In year 3,
Yeah,
I think there's
definitely.
potential.
Yeah, probably before that.
I
Not
didn't
a
ask
rookie
about
year.
potential. It's like a yes or
He's
no.
going to be. I mean, well,
Well, I
you
would
know what's
say
funny?
no, year
He
3.
is not. What's his name?
It's gonna happen.
What's the kid's name?
I have no clue.
I forgot his name too.
So you think that in the NBA we're in right now?
Oh, is it Beatty?
Hold on.
You think in the NBA we're in right now? They're gonna this giant guy.
Edney?
Who has it? Edney.
Is it Edie?
They're gonna
Edie or
throw
Edie?
the ball in the post.
Kid has a
into
jump
Edie.
shot from 20
Edie.
feet already.
Zach, is it Zach Edie?
It's Aunt.
Oh, that's killing me.
Aunt Edie.
He's not even a first rounder.
He's not even, dude. He's not rated.
Who are the other big men we saw?
Oh.
So
If I go by
Duke
center-
has Filipowski or whatever his name is.
That's why I'm saying y'all are crazy.
dude,
What?
he's
He's
not
not going
rated in
2010
the
in
top
our league
10.
ever.
The kid from
our league?
the kid from
Ever.
the kid from
our league?
UConn,
Like in the
dude, the big
NBA.
man from UConn, they won the national championship. That big man, that Sunoco kid, the big dude, he's in there. He's rated as 5th. Brian Castleton from Florida, the kid from Nigeria, Najai, Lively from Duke, and the kid from France, obviously. Those names.
Yeah, I mean,
These
if
are the
you're,
big men?
if
Yep,
you're
the
gonna
dominated
get
by center.
if you're gonna get
Edie?
drafted,
He's not in there.
Is he going back to school?
Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe he's going back for.
did we just talk about Edie this whole time? And
And he's not even in the draft.
Well, now it's going to be in 2 years.
you think he's 2010 guy?
Yes, I do.
I don't know.
In a small
Dude,
ball
what
league?
the fuck do I know?
No, but they're
He's-
not throwing
yeah.
the ball. You gotta get the ball in order to.
You're
do
not drafting him to set screens. You're drafting him
not
because of his
Shaq.
low post.
But
Doesn't have
if
to be
they start
Shaq.
if they start trying to emulate the Nuggets, then there's a bigger chance it happens.
Let's have a
That's
chance.
what I'm talking about, right?
The guy
fucking
can't
there.
handle the ball. He's
Doesn't have to handle the ball.
He can't pass like Jokic.
No, but
Yes,
I
he
think-
can pass. He's a good passer.
Not like Jokic.
No, but look, you're comparing him to the extreme.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be
You
as
are.
good as
That's-
him.
he's not-
He has to be able to
I'm
compete
saying if
against him and
people
hold
are
his
trying
own.
to mimic what
Yes,
they're doing,
copycat league.
then they might think, okay, well, let's get a big guy who can fucking.
Did you see
score
what he
them
did in
up.
the turn? He shit on people.
You can't
He scored on
copycat
double
Jokic.
teams.
Actually, no, I think didn't they get bounced early?
No, they lost in the round of 8 to Penn State. And by the way, in that game, he was great. Remember, the coach took him out and didn't put him back in, and we couldn't figure out why.
I do remember
That bullshit? We're like, what the fuck? He was killing
let
him.
Penn State back in the
Yeah,
game.
Penn State back in the end, the kid was cricking the shit out. I'm like, wait, he's got 25 points, whatever it was, 12 rebounds. There was
And you were
12.
like, well, he must have been in foul trouble. We're like,
And he wasn't.
one
Remember, he had
foul.
one foul. He sat for the last 5
So
minutes
he's going
of the game.
back to that.
But that's the guy you're. That's the guy you're
That's
saying.
the guy-
Dude, he had
Guy's gonna get
27 points and 12 rebounds, and he was sitting for 7 minutes.
That's the guy that's gonna get 2010 in the NBA.
Yes, he
Where
can.
everybody is 7 foot.
No, they're not. No,
Everybody's
they're not. Most teams,
Okay,
no, they're not.
not Bam
No, they're
Adebayo. but
not. No, fucking not the Time Lord. We talking about this. A lot
how,
of
okay,
guys-
how annoying? How annoying is
Miami.
yes, Bam? How annoying is
everything about
how
Miami's
how annoying is Bam Slam?
or is it Bam Jam?
Whatever. Like. How
doesn't
annoying?
matter.
How annoying is it that Kyle Lowry
Oh, he's the worst one.
what turns it into like a UFC match?
Dude, he grabs the guy's leg
Dirty boxing
and then pulls it
style.
forward, and then
Falls
pulls his arms
over,
up like
yeah.
this, and the ref going, I'm hit! When he grabs
put
the
his
guy's
arm
around
under your arm
under
and
your
go,
arm. Ah! Fucking what a dirty mother. But you know what? He would fit in with the Pistons perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have been perfect on that
But
team.
like I
He'd
said,
been a goon.
if he was on your team, you'd be happy to have him.
I don't know.
he
Remember I said he's the one. Him and Bill Embry, like he's a step below.
He's not
him.
as bad as Bill.
No, I said he's a step below him, but he's that close. It's
So
like,
here's-
Bear's the one guy I wouldn't want him.
Here's the reason. Okay, let me not lie. I've hated the Miami Heat for a long time
I want to hear why.
because of the Knicks and Heat matchups.
Okay.
There was one.
They always
There was
see that.
one
Fist fights and all that
series.
shit,
There was
yeah.
one series where PJ Brown, fucking, I can't remember who he wrapped up. Both arms around him and took him to the ground. Okay, started this big ass fight. Patrick Ewing was on the bench.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Took 2 steps onto the court. It was cross court from the fight.
Yeah.
He just stood up, took 2 steps on the court, and boom, he was suspended for a game. And the Knicks lost that series. Never should have lost to that Heat.
And yeah, he took 2 steps off the bench. He never went near.
And it was
the
yeah,
fucking
no,
brawl.
He was on the other end of the
And he
floor,
got
and
kicked out of that game.
And I think he got the same amount of punishment as PJ Brown,
Yeah,
who
threw
fucking
a-
started it. And I was like, and so I've hated them from then.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, and
then,
that I get. That I get.
So I've hated them since then. And there was always battles with Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway Jr. I hated those guys.
Okay.
And then this year, when the Knicks played them in the playoffs, they were purposely putting their foot under Jalen Brunson every time they could.
Yeah, they got
on his
dirty with
shot.
it. And Lowry was the
And there-
cause.
yeah, well, it was Lowry.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, the other guard.
who was
is-
Caleb?
Oh, the
Martin.
Caleb Martin.
Yeah,
he
him.
did it.
Yeah.
So did Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent did
They
it.
were coming up, and there was one. I think it was Caleb Martin where he closed out on Brunson shooting a 3.
Yeah.
So he had plenty of time to stop, and after he stopped, he extended his foot
into his landing zone.
under his landing, and
Yeah.
it was like they knew his ankle was hurt,
Yeah.
and they were purposely trying to injure his ankle.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's like, what is this?
Bush League.
Yeah, that's fucking weak.
Bush League.
All right.
It's Detroit
Like,
Pistons.
so-
Like,
that was
play
Detroit-
D hard. If he hurts
that
his
was-
ankle, he hurts his ankle.
That
So
was
Miami-
that was the Detroit Pistons.
What's
That was the entire
Miami
fucking
need?
team.
What's Miami need? They get any better with Dame Lillard?
This team. Well, first of all, is Tyler Hero ever going to be healthy again? Because every time if he gets hurt, it's fucking ridiculous.
Is he worth anything in a trade?
He won the Six-Man Award last year.
Is
He's
he-
20
is he
points a
worth
game.
anything in the
yeah,
trade?
he's 20 points a game. And he's one of the best shooters in the league.
So hero for Lillard? No.
If I'm Portland, I would do that. He's younger, a lot younger.
Well, you'd have to get picks too.
Yeah, I would want picks too, but the kid's a borderline all-star now, and he's young. He's not as good as Lillard, but he's younger, and you can get him and picks. So you can replace Lillard's shot at least, because from a shooting stage, he's a very good shooter, and you can get 2 or 3 picks maybe out of it, potentially. Yeah, I would do that if I'm Miami,
Tyler
if I'm Portland.
Hero sandwich.
because you're not going to win with Lillard. If you're not
You're
going to
win
bring
with
in.
Tyler Hero either.
I know, but he's young. You can start over.
Tyler
Well, I guess
Hero to me
Tyler
is
Hero
kinda
can't
like-
be your 2.
No, but he could be your
to
6th
me-
man,
Yeah.
which he was.
Tyler Hero to me is kind of like D'Angelo Russell.
Well, he's valuable.
Yeah,
They're both valuable.
that's
I'm not
true.
saying, but that's kind of the.
I'm saying if you're going to get picks too, he's a good
Right.
thing
It can
to
be
come-
one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, it's one piece of
Right.
the puzzle. I'd take that because he's young and he can be a part of a championship team.
And Miami
significant
should,
one.
should do that. What else would Miami? Miami would have to give up picks.
Probably,
Yeah, I think
probably
so.
at least 1, maybe 2.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But if you're Miami to get a guy who shoots like that next to Jimmy Butler, who takes the pressure off him and Bam, yeah, you'd have a big 3. You'd have a
But
big
I'm
3.
trying to. But when I think about Miami, like I really liked Gabe Vincent's game.
You can still you're not
He's
getting rid of
good.
him
I know, but like they shot the ball well.
until the finals
Yeah.
Yes.
when they shot like
They
shit
went-
for 4 games.
went back to a
So, do
pumpkin.
you think if
Yeah.
you just put Dame on there,
He's a
Is it that
legit,
much better?
He's one of the best outside shooters ever.
yeah, that's true.
He is one of the
Okay.
best outside
But
shooters.
does he make them into like?
Do they win this
Would they
year?
have
Well,
won
first
this
of all,
year?
he's more durable than fucking
With-
Hero. He'll be on the fucking floor. Hero hasn't played in the last 2 playoff series.
he's,
No, no,
no,
no,
the last 2
I know
seasons.
he's
Playoff
better
seasons,
than
he has
here.
not
We
played.
get that.
I
Well,
know
we're
he's better
asking-
than here. I'm
Yeah,
saying
he makes them better. He makes them
does, no,
Do they
does he
beat
make
the
them
Nuggets?
Beat the Nuggets.
With him,
You switch him and
I
Hero.
feel like if
do
you
they
put
beat the
him on there,
Nuggets?
they're a 5 or 6 seed.
they weren't an 8th seed. They would have been a 4 seed if they were healthy this year.
You think so?
Yep, they had all 3. I gave you the numbers earlier on all the games those their top 3 players missed. The East missed at least 25 games. That's
So where does-
75 games you're playing
So
without
where
one
does
of them.
Dame, does Dame win? Does Dame put him over?
He could.
No, I'm not talking
I
about
don't
could.
think so.
I think he could.
I don't think so either.
It depends on Boston.
I don't
me, it
think
depends
so.
on
I don't think Lillard puts Miami
If Boston's
over.
not there, yeah. If Boston's
also
there,
Milwaukee,
and their head's not
if-
up their ass.
If Giannis doesn't get hurt in the first round,
Well, he missed
kno-
3 games.
who
basically.
knows what would have happened?
Yeah,
in
true.
the playoffs.
True, because he missed basically 3 games.
Yeah.
You're not.
So
overcoming
question
that.
for
No.
you, for Giannis.
No way.
And Miami wasn't an 8th seed.
What's Milwaukee look like next year?
Middleton's, if it depends on him.
Yeah.
If he's not there, and who's the new coach?
Oh, that's right.
Where'd he
It's
come
not-
from?
It's not
Just the
Budenholzer.
Yeah, they
Budenholzer
fired
going
him.
out.
Which was bullshit. How do you fire him for your superstar getting hurt? What the fuck's he supposed to do about that? And the team
I
you're
think
playing
they were
against
kinda
was the conference.
falling. I
Wasn't
think
there
they've
some
been
stuff
falling
that
off.
happened? There was some stuff. That
I don't know,
happened.
but he wasn't the reason they lost that series. He was not the reason they lost.
No, it was Giannis. It was Giannis being hurt.
You can't, and they were they had the number 1 seed. You can't blame him for that.
So Miami,
can't account for
Miami
shit
took
like that.
opportunity, but man.
So what do we fire fucking Mazzulla and because Tatum sprained his ankle in the first 5 minutes of the game? We fire him now because he lost the game at home? No,
Well,
you
no.
don't do
If
that.
you fire Missoula, you fire him based on the dumb shit.
All
he
the
did.
dumb shit that he allows to happen. But you don't fire him
You
for
don't
that.
fire him for that.
No, you know what I'm saying? You don't fire him for that. And that's what it looks like what happened in Milwaukee.
Adrian Griffin.
That's
He's
he's
the
a former
Milwaukee
player.
Bucks.
Former player.
Yeah, Milwaukee
Decent.
Bucks head coach. All right.
Not superstar, but solid. He was solid.
Solid.
Solid. He's solid.
Okay, we'll take solid.
We got Nick Nurse, so
In any event, where were we?
NBA.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a.
Tom's playing chess.
Yeah, I'm
This
sorry.
motherfucker just
sorry.
total disrespect
I'm
to our
sorry.
fan base. All 3 of them. And
I'm a
fucking,
little, look, I just.
it's going to be 2 after
It was out
tonight.
of habit. It was out of habit.
Out of disrespect.
I mean, speaking of underperforming
he's saying
coaches,
I have a habit of disrespecting people.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it was.
He just says out of habit.
It was out of habit that I picked my phone up. It wasn't that I was trying to intentionally disrespect
I just
somebody.
habitually disrespect. It's a habit.
Speaking of underperforming coaches, because I was listening, Buck Showalter comes to mind.
God.
Oh my God! So
Every Mets coach.
I got a new name for him. Fuck Blowalter.
what did you call him? Buck Towalter?
No, I called him Fuck Towalter.
Fuck Towalter.
Fuck Towalter.
One of the worst nicknames.
I think it's
I've
Fuck
ever heard.
Blowalter. I like
Okay.
that one.
That's fine.
Uh,
So over the weekend, if you weren't aware, the Mets lost 2 out of 3 to the Cardinals.
I was aware. I heard him crying from the Berg.
And do you remember? I don't know if you remember, but on a couple shows ago,
It
I
rained
said
because
there was 5 teams that were worse than the Mets in the National League. It was the Nationals. It was. Do you remember this? It was,
Royals.
no, just in the National League.
Oh.
It was the Nats, the Cubs. Come on, help me out. Who was it? The Nats, the Cubs.
Were the Reds in there?
The Reds.
The Reds, the A's.
The Rockies.
Oh, the Rockies.
No.
No, the Rockies were better, weren't they?
No.
Well, they have a worse
were
record.
bad.
Yeah, they were bad.
Remember right
And they
before
went to
Boston lost.
They went to Boston. Right at the ship.
So I listed 5 teams, right? And 4 out of the 5, the Mets had lost 2 out of 3 to. And the only team they hadn't lost 2 out of 3 to was the Cardinals.
So you think
then-
It was the worst team in the National
And
League.
then what happened to them when they
they
played the
turn it
Cardinals?
around this year? Or no, they're done.
Okay, allow me to finish.
Okay, I'm
then
just curious.
in comes
Fuck, blow off
then
the
in
ground.
comes St. Louis.
Titanic.
Look, then in comes St. Louis, and the Mets lose 2 out of 3.
104-mile-an-hour sinker that kid throws.
Who? Jordan Hicks.
Yeah.
When you score 7 runs,
And
you
lose,
shouldn't lose
You
the
should
fucking
not
game.
lose.
That's it.
No.
Like,
And who was on the mound?
Carlos Carrasco, who my dad calls Tony 2 Runs. Even though, so he said Tony 2 Runs is on the mound, and I said, it's funny because he goes Tony 2 Runs is on the mound. And I said more like Tony 5 Runs, and then he goes, I told you, Tony strikes again,
Tony
and,
2
and
runs.
it's 2-0 in the first inning off a home run.
Is he by any
So-
chance related
so-
to Rob Upper Deck?
So then an inning later he goes, Tom, you were right. He's giving up 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah, and
In
I
one
said-
inning?
Yeah, and
my
then
God.
so then the Mets score 2, make it 5-3, and I said the problem is
Ball 4.
they're gonna keep giving up
Ball 8.
runs, and then he goes
Ball 12.
And then like an inning later, he's
Ball
like, Tom,
16.
you're right.
How can these guys lay off
It,
pitches
it
that were
went
so
from
close?
it went from 6-5 to 7-5. Then the Mets tied at 7-7. Then here's where Buck comes into play. So the Mets climb back from
Buck or is
5-1,
it fuck?
6-5, 7-5, 7-7.
Yuck.
The 8th inning,
Cuck.
the Cardinals have 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Come on, listen to this. The Cardinals have 8, 9 coming up. 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the 8th inning. Buck goes,
Bottom
you know
of the
what?
barrel.
What?
The bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel.
So Buck goes, you know what? I'm going to bring my closer in to face not the best hitters in the lineup. Closer comes in, 8 pitches, flies right through him. Okay? Still 7-7. Then,
Now,
then Mets don't do anything on offense. Then we go top 9. And he goes, you know what? I'm going to pull my closer because they got 2, 3, and 4 coming up. The meat of the order. He goes,
which is why you have a
he
closer.
goes,
in the
I'm going
first
to pull
place.
my closer. He threw 8 pitches.
Threw a curveball at
He
him.
threw
Threw a
8 pitches
curveball.
in the bottom of the 8th. He goes,
That's forward thinking.
He goes, you know what? Let me pull my closer. I'm going to bring in my 8th inning guy. To face, so you
Can you imagine him on the couch watching this?
Yeah.
dude, we're going, what are you doing?
Fucking, what the fuck are you doing?
Why are you doing
He's
that?
probably standing up yelling at the fucking TV.
And what does the 8th inning guy do?
Fucking throws his fucking.
What does the 8th inning guy do? He comes
up the
in and
lead.
Fucking
boop, home
Rob,
run.
he pulls a Rob
Home run.
upper deck back.
Upper deck back.
Pulled a
Even
Rob
though it was
upper
lower
deck
deck.
back. Lower deck.
It was lower deck.
No, with Rob, it was always upper deck.
And the Mets
Rob always
lose.
had a thing about those fans out in the right field wall.
So here's the point I'm making is like, look, there's no way it should have gotten to that point.
Right.
The Mets scored 7 runs. They should have won that game 7-3.
yeah, 7-4
Okay.
at the worst.
However, once it's tied 7-7,
You gotta save your.
like
You gotta
make
save
the
that
right
guy.
fucking decisions.
You save that guy for when you're behind or ahead. You don't.
He
put him
threw
in
8. No, but you put him in. Okay. He throws 8 pitches. Let him pitch the 9th too.
Yeah, what's 8 pitches? He's even broken a sweat.
And And his explanation after the game, he was like, well, I mean, he had some up downs in the bullpen. And then, if we didn't have a game tomorrow, so this is on Sunday, if we didn't have a game tomorrow, maybe I would have thought about pitching him. What are you worried about for tomorrow? Win the fucking game.
Fuck Blowalter.
All right. I know I confused everybody talking about that.
No.
So where are the Mets going in the draft Thursday night? What do you think?
The Mets?
I was joking.
Oh. I think, truthfully, I think the Mets season is over.
Over?
I think it is. And I'm not trying to
Before the All-Star break.
I think it is. Because they literally have to run off like 13 out of 18. And their starting pitching can't get it done. How can you run off?
It wouldn't get done
over.
either way because DeGrom's hurt too, right?
DeGrom's on the Rangers.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Whether they kept him or they didn't keep him.
Oh, yeah, it would have been
either
the
way,
same thing.
pitchers are hurt, yeah.
So on June 21st, the Mets are toast.
I think so.
Wow.
I mean,
Where are the Red Sox?
The Red Sox won their 6th in a row tonight.
the Red Sox are staying
The Red Sox
afloat.
are a half game out of the wild card.
They're
right
staying
now.
afloat for no reason.
They're staying afloat.
By the end of the season, the Red Sox, I think, are going to tail. But I give them credit. I
I
give them credit.
I never thought they'd be here.
I give them credit.
I had them being dead last and not close to dead last.
When you look at that roster, it's kind of like, what?
Yeah. Alex Cora, manager of the year.
Okay.
Manager of the year right now. They're 39-35 in the
Yeah,
best
he's a
division
good
in baseball.
manager.
He's a very good manager.
So the Mets are right now playing 466 ball, under 500. 5 games under 500. That's kind of a lot.
Their battered roster is better than the Red Sox.
How many games do you think they are back of the Braves?
At least 12.
13.
So at least 12. At least 12.
Now in the wild card,
Where are they?
this is how many teams they have above them
In the wild card.
to get to the third wild card.
That's right, there's 3 of them.
Okay. Pittsburgh, Chicago Cubs, San Diego Padres, Philadelphia Phillies, Milwaukee Brewers. They've got to climb 5 teams
To get to third.
to get to the third place wild card. They are 5.5 games back of the third wild card. That's bad.
That stinks.
Like,
No, that's still doable though.
no, I'm not saying it's
There's plenty of
impossible.
time left.
Look, it's not impossible. However,
3
you're
months
going to have to like sustain
Yeah.
some winning streaks, and the starting pitching doesn't seem to be letting them do that. So, because it's like last night, Scherzer comes in, boom, 8 innings, the offense goes crazy, scores 11 runs. Tonight, they almost got no hit. They lost 4-2. Verlander gave up 3, but pitched, I think, 7 innings.
So not bad.
That's not
That's
bad.
not a bad start. 3 runs, 7 innings.
But it's like when the pitching shows up, the hitting goes, see ya.
Yeah.
Well, sorry to end on a downer.
Sorry.
Thanks a lot, fuck. Do us a favor and go blow Walter.
So,
Anyway,
Charles Walter?
no, blow Walter. Fuck blow Walter. Anyway,
Buck. Poor Buck.
thanks a lot, Buck. Do us a favor and go blow Walter.
He won 101 games, and now he's like,
Anyway, yeah, from 101 to 1-1. Anyway, the bottom line is
to 34.
to third. That's our show for tonight for the Redoubtable One, the Highly Questionable One, the Fixture. We'll be back. We're gonna do another show this week. Maybe Thursday. Maybe the draft night. Maybe NBA. Maybe we should put the NBA draft on Thursday.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Bring the big screen.
I don't know, there's nothing more boring than the NBA draft. If you've ever gone to a bar,
There's nothing on this earth more boring.
If you've ever gone to a bar for the NBA
really,
draft,
Nothing before 1982 even really.
I like to watch the NBA draft.
that's terrible. It is
I didn't
terrible.
say it's good, but I
Dude,
still
by
like to
the
watch
third pick, they're picking Europeans that nobody knows.
They're picking
But that's why-
some guy named Giannis Antetokounmpo from like
That's
I don't know,
kind of
where is
why
he
I like
over there?
watching,
Greece?
so I can hear the
What?
the
guys have to
How
say.
about- How about
He's
that
the
stiff at
next
41? Nikola
whatever.
Djokovic. How about that clown, huh?
No, I'm not-
What an ass clown. He
I'm
won at
not
41.
dissing European players. I'm saying half the guys' names you don't know because you've never seen them.
But this is the thing. You remember that draft? And I go, that fucking dude?
You know.
Yeah, I did in Jokic's case because he was the 41st pick in the draft.
Exactly. So what are you watching in
all
the
of a
first
sudden-
round?
What?
Nothing.
What?
And you weren't watching the second.
I
round.
watched the whole fucking thing. I was
Second round?
He was picked 41st. That's the second round.
You watched that?
I watched the whole fucking thing. You know why?
blood
Because there was a
for
guy
blood.
named Dennis Rodman who once upon a time was picked fucking 50 something, and he's a Hall of Famer.
So I didn't. even
Manu
watch that
Ginobili was
draft.
picked in the second round. There's a lot of fucking guys that were great players that picked in the second
I
round.
know, but you don't know them when they're picked. Who gives a fuck?
The point is, if you're watching, you're going, "Oh my, I remember that fucking guy," because you don't remember him right after that night.
Okay,
but all of
so
a sudden
like
you're
50 years from now, I remember that.
I remember that night, and I was sitting there laughing, going, "This
remember
fucking
that
stiff's
night.
never going to be anything." And then he's in the Hall of Fame.
You're right.
Yeah, I do remember that.
You're right.
And that's
I
fun.
should watch the draft.
But
now.
the real
Fine,
question
don't do
before
it,
we
Tom.
before we
We'll
before we
talk about
saying it's
you know what, we'll
boring.
talk about the Mets again.
hey before we
We'll sit here and
That's
cry.
boring, too.
We'll cry over
Hey.
the Mets another. Hey, America, have you not cried enough about the Mets this season? I mean, it's only
Oh,
mid.
fuck off. How much have you cried about the fucking Celtics and
least
Bill
they're in the
Belichick?
fucking-
You've been crying about Bill Belichick since Brady left, and you fucking know it.
And I've been right.
I'm allowed to
And
cry.
I've been right. That was the greatest football player ever.
I'm allowed to cry, damn it.
6 championships, and you let him walk for a fucking bag of balls?
My point.
It was like the dumbest thing this Babe Ruth.
I'm not
It was as
saying
dumb as
you're
Babe
wrong.
Ruth.
I'm not saying you're
no
wrong.
no
That's not a reason to
Babe
cry.
Ruth was-
I've
a lot
allowed
younger.
you the space to cry.
Brady
Give
still
me
went
the
and won a
space.
championship too.
Give
The
me
next
space.
year, by the way, talking about rubbing the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
salt
but
in
I'm
it.
saying, like,
Meanwhile, the
they
Pats are
weren't
getting
getting-
bum blessed all
they
over
weren't
the
getting
fucking-
Babe Ruth at
Cam
the
Newton's
end
getting
of his
fucking
career.
run over by fucking
The Yankees did
Cam
get
Newton
Babe
can't
Ruth
throw the
at the
ball
end.
15
no,
yards.
15 yards. Fucking Brady's winning the fucking Super Bowl.
You know
Yeah,
what?
nothing to
We're
cry
going
about
with,
here.
we're going with
Nothing to
Cam.
cry about
Look,
here, folks.
I'm saying it's legit tears.
Your Mets have never won anything.
Thank you.
That's my. They always do this. Those are your
No,
words.
no,
They always
fuck
fucking
you.
do this.
Your motherfucking Patriots won 6 goddamn titles.
You let the
and you're
meal ticket
crying
walk
like
out
this.
the door because you know it's gonna suck the moment
But
he
you got
leaves.
6.
I know, but it could have been 7.
If I had a
It could've
time
been 8.
machine, I wouldn't go back and put money on a fucking lotto.
You
I'd
don't-
fucking go back and watch the 86 Mets win
You know-
because I'll never see it again.
How hard is it to win a Super Bowl in the NFL? How hard?
The
It's
Giants
fucking hard.
won 2 on a fucking fluke.
Yeah, they still won them, but there are teams that never even been there. They've been fucking Detroit Lions. Remember the last time we won a playoff game? 1990 fucking one. 1991. That's 32 fucking years
You
ago.
are proving my point.
I'm saying that when you have a guy, once you have a run like that, when that guy leaves, it's over. You prolong that. Didn't Kobe Bryant retire a Laker? Yes, he fucking
telling
did.
you.
Okay, there are guys
that
you
what
don't let
you
walk out
cry
the door.
about is worth the tears. I agree.
You let him play till his fucking legs fall off.
But don't tell me my tears aren't good enough. You.
I'm not saying that.
You
It seems
son
like
of a
lately
bitch.
it's just
This is-
raining fucking orange and
This
blue.
This is way off the rails.
It
It's
is.
raining orange and blue. Did
It
you notice-
is.
Did you see the orange and blue sky out there when you pulled up tonight?
Streaks
Fucking
everywhere.
everywhere. You couldn't avoid it. I want to hinge an umbrella before you get out of the car and get that shit all over
All
you.
right, you know what? So tonight is officially the night I'm detaching.
No, you're not.
I'm detaching.
No, he's
What's
not.
that mean?
I'm detaching
He's
from
emotionally detaching himself from
the emotionally detaching. Okay, I'm also going to physically detach,
What are you
and
going to talk about?
I'm not going to watch them. Let's see.
It's all G-men talk now. I like it.
I'm not going to watch or talk about the Mets. It's the 21st of June.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to watch them.
Till the 22nd.
No.
23rd,
I'm not going to watch them before July 4th.
Oh,
You're going to go 13 days with no Mets.
That's
And
right.
then you're going to check a score? You're not even going to check a score?
wow.
Bullshit.
There it goes.
Bullshit. You will definitely check a fucking score.
Okay, should I? Is that
Because
what
one
I
of your
should
dumb
go for?
friends is going to go, hey, turn on fucking channel 8. The Mets are going off.
No.
What?
You know what? All right, so I'm going to delete Twitter.
The Mets have won 5 in a row, Tom. What's going on?
I'm going
Like,
to
I don't know
delete
what-
Twitter. I bet you my life is going to improve. I'm going to fucking do this experiment.
You're gonna delete
Your
it,
life
right?
will
You know
improve.
when the fucking guy went to McDonald's and ate all the shit? I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to delete the Mets out of my life for 13 days.
So you're gonna, instead of supersize me, you're gonna mini me size me.
I'm going to fuck the Mets me.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but okay.
I don't know
So
what
instead
that
of
means.
let's go Mets, I'm saying fuck the Mets.
Okay.
Fuck the Mets.
Okay.
So you're deleting
So
your
you're-
Twitter account.
So you're
deleting-
basically
well,
a
no, I'm
Phillies
deleting-
fan.
No, I'm not going to watch baseball.
No, I'm saying you're basically a Phillies
You're
fan.
not gonna
You're
check
just
the
gonna fuck
scores.
Mets.
No. Shit.
For
where's-
13 days.
13 days.
If they suddenly go on a win streak, what are you going to do?
Then I can't watch.
That's
If they
true.
somehow go on a win streak,
funny when-
I
when
can't
they-
fucking watch. I won't be able to watch them all year.
Hey, we need a road.
I'll miss it. And I'll go back and watch
It's
it.
the worst
All
team
right.
in the league. They get blown out.
I gotta bounce, you guys.
I guess I already deleted
That's
it.
our show for tonight, boys and girls. We'll see you Thursday night. We're gonna put the draft on.
13
He's
days.
gonna watch it and he's gonna like it.
13
And we're
days.
not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about the Mets for 13 days.
No,
You heard it, America.
thank you.
The redoubtable one, the highly questionable one, the fixture. We will see you Thursday
If we
night.
sit at the
NBA
bar,
draft.
we sit at the bar, we're taking the Mets jersey down.
Ooh.
We're not hanging it.
You heard it, America.
Okay.
Tune in Thursday night. We'll be back.
Sorry,
NBA
Mets.
draft
Peace.
and no Mets update.
No tears.